All right, we are live. Yes, we are. We are.
Oh my God, we actually did it. We did it. We made it live onto the internet. Great job,
us. We're live right now on the internet. I'm here with Jon Ryan.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Naomi.
Gosh. Hi, how's it going?
It's really good. Gonna blow some stuff up. It has. It's been a long time since I've ventured into these halls of IGN Plays Live.
Yeah, same here. It has been a long time since I've done a live stream, so I'm happy to be back. And we're talking Agents of Mayhem.
Kapew, kapew, kapew. Just explosions
City
everywhere.
life, craziness, everything's crazy and wild in this.
Yeah. Now, how much have you kept up on this?
I just know the Saints Row part of it, so you're gonna have to teach me what Agents of Mayhem
cool. So
is.
real quick.
I know it's a spiritual successor of some kind.
Sort of. It's like. So basically, we're going to start the game in a second, but just kind of a precursor. It's sort of like if a universe similar to the Saints Row universe.
Yeah, it seems a lot. I mean, the purple
had like their own sort of like G.I. Joe.
Okay.
So like we'll start the game right now, and
so it's
then
like the Expendables, but video game like.
Sort of, yeah. I mean, it's definitely a lot more like action, like '90s, like teen cartoons and cool stuff. So if we jump in, there's actually these pretty cool animated like sequences that'll give you guys a pretty good idea of what's going on.
I'm excited. Let's see.
Let's do it. So we're gonna start a brand new game.
Okay.
I deleted my save file for this.
You did?
Well, not my save file.
Okay,
but somebody's save file.
Somebody's save file. You played through all of it. Now you're going back to it. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love this.
Right?
Oh, it's cool animated series throwback.
Yeah, so like all the cutscenes are these like rad.
Oh my God.
90s style like cartoon sequences. I really like.
Really appreciate that. And you think, you know, with Saints Row they could have gone like
so
many different directions.
Right, and like there are certain in-game cutscenes that are like, you know, the game world being a cutscene.
Yeah.
But the majority of them are these like Western animation style sequences, and like so many of them are just super fun.
Super fun. They should just make a show about it.
Right? I would honestly I would totally watch them.
Yeah, me too.
Like my favorite thing about the game, we'll get into it in a little bit, is like they do a lot of really great character work.
Yep. That's kind of what makes it all the different characters, the satirical side.
Yeah, like they really lean into this whole like red versus blue lasers, good guys and bad guys. Even though they're like not super good, they're kind of like okay.
They're all like sort of.
They're like it's morally ambiguous.
Okay.
And here we go.
Here we go. We're knocking.
Episode 1.
First episode.
So yeah, so the campaign is split up like a TV season. So like every chapter of the campaign is
activate cloaking
season, or an episode of the show.
Ooh, this is good. Already digging music. Intense build-up music.
They're ready when you are, Persephone.
And to know she's British, she has to wear the British necklace.
Of course.
Flag necklace.
Yep.
They are in the briefing room.
Yes, ma'am. Hollywood, Fortune, and Hardtack.
You love
I know who
I do. These chairs are super nice.
Of course. You know, there is one small matter I'd like to...
Make it quick.
It's personal, and you know what? Not important.
Yep.
We'll talk later.
This is a dark matter warhead. It is capable of dismantling reality itself, never mind the loss of life and property. And it is the brainchild of this man, Dr. Babylon,
Bad guy.
the head of Legion's Ministry of Pride.
They all have
I'm sure you've heard me
terrifying
speak of him.
backgrounds.
Yep,
This
everybody's
guy lost
got their backstory.
Facility beneath Seoul, South Korea. Your objective is twofold, agents. 1, steal the warhead. 2, kill Dr. Babylon.
You three will go in separately. Hollywood, draw all of the base's attention to you. Hardtack, while they're distracted, take out the facility's security system. And Fortune, you'll steal that warhead.
They do
Precisely.
a great job of
No
like,
questions?
owning that
Good.
G.I. Joe style. Like everyone's got a cool nickname, and they're like this unique personality.
Yeah.
They do this thing and this thing real good, and everything else kind of okay.
I'm in position. Roger that. I am too.
Oops, sorry, microphone. Did not mean to flip you around.
Well then,
I'm gonna
see
do that
you
for my
all on the
headset
flip
mic.
side.
Good luck, agents. Be safe.
Check that 6.
All right. Here we are, finally.
Look at us
Yay.
inside. Inside the Legion base.
The Legion base.
Open the door with my gun.
Found a thing, shot it, I'm in.
Do we know who VOC is?
Off the top of my head, I do not. I think that Mitchell's saying that he knows somebody who does one of the voices, but we're not probably going to meet them.
Not this. Okay. I could also just.
You could do that.
If anyone in chat, we are on Facebook. Well, you know, John goes through this stuff. We're on Facebook, so if you're watching there, you can leave comments. I'm in the chat. You can also go # IGN Plays Live if you prefer to tweet at us or comment on Twitter. You can go to IGN's YouTube channel as well. We're in the comments there. And Twitch, of course. We got 85 of you watching right now. That's awesome. YouTube, we've got. Hello, I'm not in the.
There's our Mayhem.
We'll be in a sec.
He's alright.
Squeezy?
Oh god. Oh god. Too many cables.
Right, too many cables. These chairs are very, I mean, they're new, so we have to get them.
Yeah.
Are you doing things?
Well, this party is dead.
You're quoting one of your movies, aren't you?
First off, Fortune, it was a film, not a movie. But you recognized it, huh?
Let's focus on the job.
Nighthawk says he's really eager for this. We're gonna give you an inside look today.
Yeah.
And we're starting at the start.
Yep, the very beginning, so we're not spoiling the whole lot.
D-Bab's chemistry set. Hold on, I'll shut it down real quick.
Reminds me of Crackdown from my
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
Yeah, anyone in Twitch chat?
What
I see
happened?
Abstract
I think I
Abs
made the
here, saw
glowing ball
something,
angry.
shot it, moving
Glowing
on.
ball? As in a giant evil ball of death? That's a Dominator, Hollywood.
D-Babs, Dominator, Death, that's a lot of bad-sounding D words. Hold on, I see a console. Well, shit, that didn't work. Think Hollywood.
Alright. Gotta shut down the ball by shooting it.
It looks pretty dangerous.
Uh-oh.
I would say that's accurate.
I poked the bear.
I poked the bear.
I kind of shot the evil ball.
That thing is a big fucking ball of pure dark matter energy, man.
Shoot, don't shoot. Look, I don't have time.
What is going on? Hell, troopers!
So, John, you're saying that this is not exactly Saints Row.
Good going, Woody.
So yeah, so you can see like on the back of my shirt here is the Saints Row like fleur-de-lis. A lot of stuff is purple, but
there's similar calls to it.
yeah, it's basically like there's this like big Volition like universe where like stuff happens in certain like reality timelines and stuff. There's none of this is like canon to the game or anything.
Right.
It's just like these elements have been plucked from other Saints Row or other Volition properties like Saints Row. So like there are other characters you might notice from other
Ready
games.
and waining, Tech. Just need
Or
you to
like
take out these
the
turrets.
Ultor Corporation, who's like ubiquitous through all of their games, shows up in this one too.
Critical systems
Big
failing.
Yeah, and it's really it's like a neat world too. Yeah, basically you just solve all your problems in this game.
Shoot things and you will win.
Pretty much, yeah.
You'll survive the story.
Exactly.
Have a crazy cat.
You should be clear.
What are some of your favorite parts
On my way in
or
now.
like gameplay
Thanks,
mechanics
Tech.
you found?
I really love.
Different or maybe like.
Well, so like we're not in it right now. We're still learning the basics of all of these guys. But the swapping between agents I think is really interesting. It's almost as if you're swapping between weapons as well as tagging in different.
What is going on? Hell, troopers!
Hello,
I demand
Overwatch.
your status report.
Yeah, sort of. It's like once you get really far into it, it
Yeah.
almost is like building your own personal team of Overwatch heroes, which is super cool.
Yeah. I like that. Also, I'm just decking out every time.
Fuck it up, don't you?
I have some weird verbiage on it. Nothing bad, but it's just like
For sure.
if it was a plain mug,
You ain't gotta justify
I'd
yourself
mug
to
it
us.
the whole all day. What'd you say?
You ain't gonna justify yourself to us. It's fine.
I just wanted to, alleviate any comments that might pop up about that. When in
You guys
depth,
hearing
all the
D-Babs?
things
He is
that's
pissed off.
The
Accurate.
guy's
Yeah.
always pissed off.
Anyone know why
we are
Persephone
playing
is such a
on
hate on for this
the-
guy?
Other than
PS4
his
right
being
now,
one
yeah.
of the bad guys,
Not the pro,
Let's
just
not
the
forget
regular
that our boss used to be
PS4.
one of the bad guys
Wondering-
too.
I'm with Hollywood. Where you at, Fortune?
I mean, I think it's worth it if you're a huge fan of
Damn.
what Volition
Nice
does
job on
best.
those turrets, Stack.
Hey,
Like, I'm a huge Saints Row
yeah.
fan. I played through
So we
pretty
got
much
a
all of them
situation in the
except
Southwest
Get Out of
Cargo
Hell.
Bay.
But I feel like
I liked Get Out of
This is
Hell. I thought it was
only my
unique,
first
and,
day.
I
like
should
an
go back
interesting
and
little
play
game.
that and then
There
play
you are,
this.
my pretties.
I mean, you don't need to play any Saints Row to play this at all.
Well, you don't. That's true. but I mean like to kind of lead up into.
Oh yeah, I
now
suppose.
we're-
To appreciate the rest of
Appreciate the rest of
the franchise. Yeah.
You need a hand?
But yeah, you can just buy this.
These
and play
rank
it.
and file chumps.
Yeah. There's
Hopefully
no
you'll
like
learn a little
required
bit about-
reading
Hold
that
tight.
you
I'll
need.
meet up with you
Yeah,
in a
so
sec.
there you go. It's its own little world.
You don't know what you've just walked into, Invader. But you're dead.
There you are. Kablow! I really love how pretty these are. They
Yeah.
really are beautiful.
They're all purple and yellow.
Well, yeah. So the cool thing is like they really again lean really heavily into that cartoon aesthetic.
Yes.
So like everything it's a very pretty world that they've built.
And the animation helps too, so it's like this
Yeah.
whole everything.
Go get him, Glory.
I like that. And already I'm noticing that the soundtrack's amazing. Saints Row, actually Saints Row 3rd, I played the soundtrack on repeat for about a year.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that one also has a bunch of great
Now
licensed
back to
music,
stealing
like
shit.
Yep.
all that like really good '80s tunes, like
When I find out,
Bonnie
Since-
and Tyler, like Holding Out for Hero.
Yeah.
I'm going to tear them apart.
Who is it in that you like drove around singing?
And up
to?
go
Is
the
that
goods.
Sublime?
Me?
No, like in
Oh, you
that
mean
in
in
the game.
the car? Yeah,
in
when
the
you're
game,
driving around
yeah.
the car around
Now
the
on
city.
to phase
I mean,
two.
I don't remember the entire list. I should like it's been.
So I did the guide for that game, so like I played it a lot.
System failure.
You're like I
detected.
intensely finished.
I played that game too
Played it
much.
how would you?
I did. It was way too much.
All right, fellas.
So then,
Let's go
what?
kill us a
Having
bad
played
guy.
all those games.
Hell yeah! Franchise.
I mean,
Force
I
is
feel like
your
it is the
Franchise what now?
Franchise Force. I gave
it's
us a
very
nickname.
much a Volition
You
game.
can't just
Yeah.
give yourself
In
a
the sense of
nickname.
like, so stuff like
just
this,
me.
like so the
Us.
characters have these really great interactions and this cool back and forth where it's like, so this is where it comes into gameplay wise mechanically. So like you can see now we can switch between agents, but it's like so like Hollywood, where is it? This guy, he's like desperate to like franchise the Agents of Mayhem like Marvel style to get a lot of extra cash and like,
Agents
make
of
movies.
Shield, Marvel.
Exactly.
Agents of Mayhem.
Medical systems.
And so like he keeps badgering, Hardtack and Fortune to join this like specialty like niche team called Franchise Force. And so like they do that really great thing that Voliction's really good at, and it's creating fun relationships between the characters.
And no sky's the limit. Like there's no.
Yeah, like
So
there's a lot of
backing down,
I don't know
like,
how much
what's
of it we'll
possible.
find in this playthrough, but like there's some like really weird, wacky weapons. There's one that's just called literally just like moon laser, and it is exactly what you expect, and it just fires a laser from the moon onto
Oh.
whatever target you designate.
See, I went even farther with that. I was like, it shoots moons.
Oh man, no, not that unfortunately. That would be rad if it just
But I
shoots
like the
the
idea,
whole
yeah.
moon at somebody,
Just a full blown.
like literally the
Instant
size
moon in
of
your
the
face.
whole moon. That would be very dangerous. Most of the game will probably get destroyed.
Yeah. And then we just have a whole other planet that was created.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah, there we go. I mean, they did blow up the world in Saints Row 4. Spoilers for that game that came out 3 years
Spoilers.
ago.
Persephone said this should be easy.
Okay.
You
so
both ready?
hopefully, so it's not all going to take place in this building. Obviously, we do get
No, so
go
the setting
explore
we'll
the
see in a
city.
few minutes is Seoul, South Korea,
Okay.
which in the Agents, I almost called it Saints Row, shame on me. In the Agents of Mayhem universe is the it's basically like the Silicon Valley but for the world. Like it's the techno hub of the planet. And I really like that. Like I think it's a cool break from the norm where like most people would be like, oh, it's San Francisco or New York or London maybe if they're being like original. And they like no, but you know what I mean. Like every
Yeah.
open world game is set in like a major U.S. city, and this one's not. And I really appreciate it. And it's also like it helps to reinforce that like Mayhem stands for the multinational agency. The Y from the agency is the Y. Because acronyms are hard.
Yeah, I
Um,
think they missed the point back.
But like no, so
It should have been maybe without
Mayhem,
the Y.
Agents of
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
Yeah,
Of Mayhem.
Yeah.
But no, so they do that wonderful thing in that all 90s action things with acronym names do, and they make the acronym name first before they actually figure out what stands for it. Yeah.
Like if I came
Like
up with
Shield.
an acronym for Naomi.
Yeah.
Back.
Well, it's like in Shield where like I think it was the TV show or one of the movies where they were like strategic intervention
In the
homeland,
movies, yeah.
and they were like, "What does that mean?" And he's like, "It means that somebody really wanted to spell SHIELD with the name of the organization."
Thought SHIELD was the cool part.
Right,
Figure
exactly.
out the rest later.
So it's the multinational agency for hunting evil masterminds. Yeah, and so the cool thing is, like, it's like putting it in Soul, for example, really helps kind of set that notion of it being a multinational organization, as well as, you know, instead of just like G.I. Joe, which is just like real American heroes, man. And you know, once you unlock like the full core cast of agents, like they're all really diverse. Like there's people from like Egypt and India.
Splits in the air there.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
she's real
Never
acrobatic, and she can also fly for like short distance.
Yeah. They
Where'd
all
you
have their
go?
own
That
abilities.
like one guy. Come here, you. So yeah, they all have their own.
That I like.
Just yelling his name out.
That's what I'm gonna do the next time. I don't know.
The next time
someone comes
that you're in a
and
bar
Philly,
fight,
they're
you're just gonna
gonna
start
attack
yelling
me.
your name.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, oh, man.
Naomi.
Naomi.
He just yelled his own name. Love that. Baboosh.
Yeah, both clouds are very pretty.
Yeah, they look real nice.
Someone asks, what is the key differences, or the key difference between...
Once again, Mayhem.
These
You
two?
show no thought.
Wait, AOM,
No
okay, Agents of Mayhem
And-
pretty much look like Saints Row. What is the key difference between the two?
You're
from
only
the name? We've
brutes
kind of been
with
talking about that.
bullets.
Yeah, so I mean, it's basically like, you know, if you
Spartan
the
Chase.
short version,
Isn't
yeah,
that
like
right?
Agents of Mayhem is you are one person playing
What
as a
is
team
it they
in
say?
Criminal Empire, and this one you're like
Is a hammer.
trying to save the world as part of a
Every
group of
problem
heroes.
looks like a nail.
And so,
Farewell,
oh no,
Mayhem.
A common theme among...
And to you,
yeah,
my
and it's
sweet
more like
pet.
G.I. Joe
Have
than,
fun in
you
your
know,
new
GTA.
home.
Right. Or Expendables.
More
I
expensive.
think Expendables is pretty good.
We gotta get out of here.
Alright.
That thing
What is
Babylon
it?
released
They
was a
called it,
point thing dynamo, right?
The fleur de lis. Yep.
And
Yeah, that's, I know
if it
that
gets out
name
into the
because
city,
of,
it is bad news.
bad.
Whoa.
Yep.
Better watch myself.
Alright, looking at Twitter questions,
Hope
if
this
you guys
place
have
isn't
any,
shared.
remember Plays Live, and let me check the Facebook comments.
Holy shit. This place is gonna bury us if we...
Let me see here.
No way I'm gonna catch that dynamo moving this slow.
It says they're playing
Watch.
while listening
See what you
to
can do.
Linkin Park.
On it.
Oh, fun, I guess.
Yeah.
I ain't dying because
Kind of reminds me of Crackdown. I've heard that second time.
Wait, what?
I can see that, like
Yeah.
those kind of like superpower-y sections.
Yep. Someone says, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Algar.
Okay.
Says that he needs this game.
Okay, cool, great.
And then asks, what is this though? Oh my gosh, I do wonder if Nathan Fillion is in this. He might, I don't know. Let's look up some of the characters that you can play by.
Yeah, go ahead and check that out.
Since I have a computer here,
How handy.
how handy. Oracle, this entire live stream. Looks like no names that I recognize, but perhaps that you. Alright, Agent Braddock is played by Sherry Booth.
Whatever that is.
Let me see if I can find a Trevor Duvall plays Agent Hollywood.
Yay, Trevor. Great job, Trevor.
Duvall.
Way to go, Trevor Duvall.
Yeah, I don't see any, like, you know, obviously I'm looking for Troy Baker or Nolan North.
I don't think there's
Yeah.
anybody of that like pedigree in this.
Right, but they all do sound pretty good or
Oh
familiar.
no,
They
the
all
voice
sound-
acting
Yeah.
is a great job by people you would probably recognize as like secondary characters from other projects.
Other cast, Ashley Birch plays Pride Trooper.
Fun
Do you
little
remember
cameos.
this character?
They're super generic bad
Super generic
guys.
bad guys? Okay. Well, shout out to Ashley Birch.
I don't know. It's just I
Right?
think
Like,
he's
way to
something
go.
more like
Great
Way
job,
to go,
Ash.
Dash.
than a woman. You know? What's your opinion on
But
intra-agency
that's
romance,
about
Friday?
the only
Me?
recognizable name I see.
Why? What did you
But
hear?
other than that, you guys should check it out and see
Oh,
what
thank
these other
goodness.
actors have done.
Hold on.
in the past.
What's this?
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Oh, dear.
Absolutely support your
What's
local
up?
voice cast.
Dunno.
Yes.
I'm picking up a massive
Especially if
dark
there's a
matter
character in this
energy
game
signature.
you really like.
Yep.
Friday, you there?
which I haven't
Yes,
figured out who
hello?
that is for me yet.
Agent,
I mean, there's 12
what's
agents,
going on?
not including Johnny Gat as DLC
Johnny
from Saints
Gat, I
Row.
was just gonna ask if any
So yeah,
of the
he.
returning characters.
Well, so there's
you
a
said
couple
there's
of.
a lot of calls
So
too,
there's
but-
Johnny Gat as DLC,
Okay.
but it's weird because in this universe he's like a cop,
Oh,
which is
what?
super strange. Yeah, I know, weird, right?
That's totally right.
But then also you'll recognize one of the members who we may run into in this playthrough. I'm not sure if we will or not. Pierce Washington
Wait,
shows up.
What
Well,
happened
there
in
you
that
go.
We
Yay.
found D-Babs, but he
I'm
unleashed
excited
one of
to
his
see
glowing orb
all
things
the
into
different
Soul.
calls.
From what I'm seeing,
I
that
think that's my
dynamo
main
is
reason
channeling
for
enough energy to level
It's because it's
Soul.
like
I
it might
do
have
not
some
care.
Saints
It might
Row
have
nods.
to, like,
Dynamo
cool
or
Easter
Soul.
eggs.
I care about Dr. Babylon being dead.
Don't sweat it,
Just the fact that it looks fun to play.
Friday and I got this hand.
Yeah, I mean I won't
better,
lie. You
Agent.
do play. You fight a lot of the similar enemies
It just took
throughout
off.
the campaign.
It moved,
Um,
huh?
Generic bad guys.
Yeah, well, I mean the design is
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's sort of treated like what you would see in GI Joe, where it's just like Legion. Their name is Legion, for God's sakes. Like it's just like there's an endless supply of dudes wearing the same bad guy helmets.
Kind of like
Always ready for some action.
Yeah, sort of that way too.
Y'all have their own.
I forget what I was going to say though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
bad
it's-
guys. We were fighting bad guys.
Fighting bad guys. It's all kind of
things
similar.
you'll
Oh well,
enjoy
yeah,
this
and so like
game.
the combat is fun enough where it's like, and it's diverse enough because there's so many different agents that like I didn't like start getting like any fatigue on it until I was probably more than over halfway through. And it's not like fatigue is a bad thing. Like it's still satisfying to go through and like swap.
But maybe
from
take
agent
a
to
break
agent.
and back to it after.
Yeah, like take a little time for yourself so you're not just like running through it in 3 days. Like I am.
And you did that, and then you had to delete that.
No, I didn't delete that.
Oh, not
This is a different save.
Different.
This
Did it
is a
just
different
move
save.
again?
This is Barrett's.
starting
No,
to
I
piss
haven't
me
deleted
off.
anything. This is Barrett's
Must be
save that I
leading you
deleted.
somewhere.
So sorry, Barrett.
Why? What could it be looking for?
Do you have a favorite?
A favorite agent? I do, but we haven't unlocked her
It
yet.
covered quite a bit
She
of
might be a little
distance
too
there.
foul-mouthed for
If
IGN.
you'd rather drive,
No.
I'm sure there are
No, we'll
agents
definitely
and
meet
vehicles
her.
around you could
Well,
Well, we
contact,
haven't
yeah?
shied away from that. We've played a lot of games where I'm like, oh, that
Okay.
person just swore.
Great.
Bad.
Well, there's going to be a lot of that happening.
Okay. Great.
Because my girl Daisy is really great. She's like this big, tough roller, like she's in like roller derbies. So she's on roller skates. She carries a
Yes,
minigun.
that must be nice
I really,
for you.
I adore her. She's just great.
What about the ones you have access to now?
Right now, of these three, I like
Yeah.
Fortune, but I love my man Hardtack here. Hardtack is just like, so between like loading screens, they'll do these things sort of like, you know, how G.I. Joe does like, knowledge is half the battle, or knowing is half the battle.
No.
So they do these interstitials between loading screens called like Mayhem knows. And one of Hardtack's is just like, learn to swim.
Nice.
That's it. That's all I got.
Know how to swim.
Yeah.
Helpful in stuff. I kind of like his.
He's just like really
Just how he
good-natured
looks
and
too.
fun.
Yeah, he's like you know,
He's like super happy.
ginormous character. Really like.
Yeah, of these three, I really like Hardtack. Though Fortune's good and Hollywood's okay too. Hollywood's a little bit self-obsessed for my taste. Like he's just a little
Seems
bit
to
too
talk
vain.
A lot.
He's really
about
into
himself.
himself. Like on the deployment screens, when everyone's like rushing off of the Mayhem arc and into the city, he's always like checking his phone and taking selfies. I'm like, you.
I kind of like that though.
Yeah, I mean, like they each have their own unique personality, which is great. I just, you know, I think he's kind of a, yeah, he's a little self-absorbed for my liking.
Volition made the game, Teo.
Shit, yeah. Time to take down
Yep.
a golem.
You know, I'm hesitant to call this a golem, but never mind. You take
Oh,
care
does
of that,
every
and I'm
character
going to
have
see
a
if I can
vehicle?
find out what
Nighthawk,
Babylon is up
does every
to.
character
There
have a
are different vehicles. I don't know if there seems to be some that are specific to characters, but I haven't figured out which ones yet. Because I haven't unlocked them all yet.
Well,
Sorry,
you
I'm
have to see
gonna
those.
try and kill this guy.
Yeah, you should probably.
So yeah, this is a golem. It's basically like using dark antimatter energy to use
survive,
rubble
live.
to create itself.
Yeah. Kind of like those rock bad guys. The little ones.
Yeah, or the ones from
Fire
Galaxy
Rock.
Quest.
Or Galaxy Quest. Alright. Ryan says. And no worries, Nighthawk, we got you to answer live. You asked a question. Any questions are welcome, any comments. John, I'm sure you're gonna have a lot.
Oh yeah, I've got plenty of
As
answers.
you play through,
If
you're
people
like-
have questions, I have plenty of answers. Oh no! Oh, there we go. Second they took my gun.
All right.
Oh, we got him.
Oh.
We got him. We got him.
Oh wow. He went down in an epic fashion.
Are you done playing with Babylon's
Big light
toy?
bulb.
Good. Now get back to the Ark so we can plan our next move.
I'll see you back at the Ark, Agent.
Berserk, single player only? Why?
Yeah, I mean, that's a question I kind of still have, but maybe we'll see some updates down the road. But that said, it's not bad without multiplayer. Multiplayer does not make or break this game.
And plus with the DLC, they might bring it
Exactly.
online. I think it would.
So we're just getting a bunch of upgrades right now.
Yeah. Getting all them dollars.
0-point dynamo was too unstable.
Hydration's
for
important.
my war.
Hydration is important. I've been drinking green tea,
Is
although
my
I've heard
crystal.
even a little bit of
The
caffeine.
process cannot be
Oh,
rushed.
Your time is nearly up.
By the end of the show,
Do not squander this final.
No, don't
opportunity.
dehydrate
Lifeless.
yourself. Don't become a lifeless husk.
Morning Star, I have a plan.
oh, they have a lot of cool.
The Cermak comet.
It's very much pulling from like Star Wars and like
Yeah,
all
they
those
pull a lot of
properties
like
where-
good sci-fi tropes.
Typical
Like
bad
it's very
guy.
much like a bunch of good versus evil.
Yeah, you were right about that.
Precisely
Seeing
the
all-
tool for the job. The Hammersmith Graviton Induction Resonator.
Do not fail me, Hammersmith. I must have that comet.
High stakes. Gotta get a comment. We got 126 people watching today.
Oh, hey everybody.
Woohoo! I'm excited.
All right.
Tuesday
Well,
in the
since it
US.
seems we're going to be in Seoul for a bit,
Wait,
let's
is that
get
when
our
it
bearings.
releases?
Can you
Tuesday.
get to higher ground,
Officially on
Agent?
Tuesday, everybody. Right before Gamescom. Wait, is that
am I
next week
going?
or is that following week? My
No, that's this
calendar-
coming
I've
week.
been
This
looking
coming
ahead-
Tuesday.
Yeah, this coming Tuesday. I'm looking ahead so much at like Gamescom, PAX.
Yep.
And all of it seems so close. But then I think
This is
oh,
the
it's
Tomorrow
not-
Tech Expo main
But not-
pavilion.
no, you're right.
Have a look around while I find us a suitable spot to call down a warp generator.
See the next revolution in cooking appliances here at the TTX. The one and done flame.
Have you seen those robot creatures in malls yet?
No,
There are actual robots.
that's kind
The
of terrifying.
technology of tomorrow on display.
So yeah, so this is sort of
today
giving us
here
a
at the
tour
Tomorrow
of,
Tech
of
Expo,
like
presented
the idea
by
of what
IGN.
Soul is in this world, where it's just like super techno forward, like everything.
Look at
What
all
San Francisco
this.
will look like.
Seoul certainly means
Maybe,
it when they say
yeah.
building the city
Hopefully
of tomorrow,
not, because
yeah?
I'd like to be able to keep paying rent here. But
Yeah, it's
spoiler
very
alert, that already
futuristic.
can't happen.
Oh.
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 But yeah, no, it's super futuristic. It's very
I think I found the perfect
tech forward.
spot,
Like as you look
Agent.
out, there's still very much
Soul's
old
Tranquility Temple.
old
Head
town
there
style
and set the
neighborhoods.
beacon for our warp
It's a
point,
really
yeah?
colorful and well designed city. Am I going to temple? Okay.
Yeah, everything's got cool neon lights on it. That's how you make it look futuristic.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
So, Persephone sounded happy.
Yeah, happy as a shark sniffing blood.
You guys aren't gonna sell me out, are ya?
What's this? Reality TV star Rod Stone is accepting blame for his fuck up?
Look, we all made mistakes in that
Oop,
lair.
bad language.
Yeah,
Sorry, everybody.
Sure.
I caught that too.
Of course, some of us made
You just
bigger
call it out.
I
mistakes
just
than
was
Smart.
like,
You're just letting it go?
expected, so I
I mean, yeah, it's Volition. Like, there's a certain amount of crassness that we can all expect from what we're gonna go through with them.
gives me a bit of a Sleeping Dogs vibe. This city, in the way that it's
Yeah, I can see
a little
that.
bit, you know. But
Um,
then you have those cars. and
Let's
that-
head back.
Oh yeah, but it's also
Here's on you, Hollywood.
Come see me as soon as you get in, Agent.
8-bit Twitch says.
All right. Call down the warp generator and let's get you home. And
Take too seriously.
All right, here we go. Almost. We can almost do this.
teleportation capability is online in Seoul. Come on back to the Ark, Agent.
And bam, there we go. Coming on back.
Don't
Getting
drink
back,
and
my
boat.
friend.
There it is. Don't drink and
Oh
boat.
no! I missed it.
No,
I
it's
spoke
okay.
over it. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of those. There'll be plenty more.
Do the different styles control?
No, it's all pretty similar.
Yeah.
There are a couple of agents who have like one has a bow, one has a sword.
Go with that.
So those are a little bit
Obviously,
different, but for the most part, it's very much just like you run and gun, you run through, you fire your gun, and then that's about the end of it.
Remember.
So now we're going to get introduced to all the members of the Mayhem like support teams. So this is our armorer, Claymore.
He's into the old-fashioned stuff too.
Yep, he also wears a kilt. He's very proudly Scottish.
All the characters are very proud of where they're
They're very good stereotypes.
Yeah.
That reminds
like,
me,
oh, you're from Canada?
was asking about you.
You get to
Swing
walk
by
around
the
with a
R&D
Canada
lab
maple
when
syrup
you
everywhere
Exactly.
and wear a Canadian flag on your head.
So this is the start of like their character customization sequence, and there's so much of it to get through. But we're only going to do a quick overview now.
Got it.
So basically, you've got 3 different gadget slots. One of them is your special ability. Ours right now is Cannonball. We can unlock up to 2 more, I think.
Okay.
This one just stuns and damages enemies in radius. We don't have anything for the gadget slot right now, which is like an extra buff. And then your passive ability, right now we have one that slows and makes enemies vulnerable when they try and shoot you if you dash near them. And this one gives you just extra haste during melee attacks. So I'm going to give us that. Actually, no, I'm going to go with the dash one because that one proves pretty
helpful, especially there, yeah.
Right, and then you've got upgrade points. So like this one, I'm going to boost our shield reboot and our overheat weapon recover for her. And then core upgrades, we have upgrade cores. This will boost special abilities as well. So like Glory will take care. Glory, who is our little drone, will take care of more guys for us when we're in a firefight. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase that one too.
Nice.
Right. Okay. Great.
Do you remember the gadgets you unlocked? Like the ones for each character, the 2 other ones.
I don't remember them off the top of my head.
Okay. But we'll hopefully come across them for sure.
Oh, we totally will. Yeah.
Like, do you usually get them
The unlock rate is very quick.
Okay.
Like once you unlock an agent, you basically have to do like one more mission to unlock a couple more things, and then you just unlock stuff as you level up, or not as you level up, but like as you
progress.
Yeah.
The game. Also, good opportunities for cosplay. Any of these
very good cosplay opportunities. Very distinct archetypes in each character, and honestly, some of them could be pretty simple builds.
Yeah, easy to build. I mean, it's tactical gear. It looks like a lot of stuff you can maybe get on Amazon.
Exactly. Cool. All right, so we're leveled up.
Ooh, someone said this is on Twitch, as this is Crackdown done right.
Crackdown honestly,
mentions, but yeah.
As someone who's only played a little bit of the first Crackdown because I wasn't a big fan of it, I could not say yay or nay to that.
But you weren't a big fan of it, so.
So this is already better.
This is already better. You're playing for the.
At least for me. And so Gremlin Tech is the stuff. So the gutter ball gun is the first thing we learned to build.
Right.
And this is like the weird, wacky gadgets that you get. And I'll be honest, I didn't feel the need to use a whole lot of these.
Okay.
During my playthrough, because my abilities, I
kept. You mean the moon laser you didn't use?
I mean, I did occasionally, but like not really.
Okay. So they're just kind of they're
extra combat.
You want to do something like crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they do have very specific uses. Like I totally use. There's one that lets you like revive all your agents. But I definitely didn't use it as much as it was maybe intended, just because I found that my agents are already powerful enough that I didn't really need to worry about it.
Intelligence suggests Babylon
And that's
intended
not
Soul to be more than just a brief pit stop.
So the difficulty level is customizable for your own playstyle.
Right.
So like depending
but I'm saying if you're like playing on hard level or
now go back to work.
Yeah, you may want to use those more often. For sure. And what I like about this is that they really do let you pick your own difficulty. So we'll see it when we deploy here. I think we can choose it starting in this section. Let's start. So you can see we're at recommended level 2 right now, but there's lots of
variety.
Options. Yeah.
Glad we checked that out. Also, Gamer Monkey says here that he asked if you can unlock previous Saints Row characters.
Sort of. I mean, there are new agents. They are not necessarily specifically called out to be Saints Row characters, but they are.
Yeah. There's 2 specific ones that one's a DLC.
So
well,
one is DLC. It's Johnny Gat. The other one is Kingpin, who we might meet during this Let's Play, depending on how much time we have. And that is Pierce Washington. But the fun twist on Pierce's character in this game is like basically the Saints never existed in this world. So like Johnny Gat, for example, he's a cop.
Right.
And then Kingpin is actually the leader of the Vice Kings in this, which if you remember Saints Row, like 2, because I don't think they were in 3. The first 2 Saints Row had the Vice Kings as one of their like main bad guy gangs.
So now we're gonna get to see him again.
Exactly. So this is the first of the other agents that we recruit. We're gonna go find out about this other agent, Rama.
Well, if we're going to find out what Babylon and his Ministry of Pride are up to, we should start at the obvious source and beat up some Legion troopers, yeah?
Tweet at us, hashtag IGN Plays Live. We are on Twitter, and then, of course,
well, Legion uses
Facebook
drop pods to
Live,
deploy
and
troops
that's about
rapidly.
it. IGN as well.
Get close to the launcher so I can determine where its
So let
command
me check
signal
the
comes
Facebook
from.
chat.
That should tell us where to look next.
So, no interrogation scenes? Here I was gonna put on my bad cop persona.
Suddenly, I'm glad we ain't captured nobody.
Well,
this is our car with the vehicle AI.
Something like this. Balls out.
so that's any questions on the driving?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't love it.
Okay.
It is. There's a lot of it.
Okay.
I
And
suspect you can
it's
sabotage the launcher if you fire at its weak points.
it's a little wonky. I won't lie.
It's a little wonky.
Yeah, I mean it's not to say it's like terrible.
But it's like maybe Watch Dogs.
I mean I don't know if that's a fair comparison to make. I would really love to say that it feels like super tight. It feels a little bit slidey, a little too arcadey for my liking.
Got it.
Again, it's not bad. Like it's just a little bit frustrating that like so if you do get into a so car combat, for example, is kind of tricky because your only real option, you can't shoot, you can't use weapons, you can only bash other people with your cars, which is fine. I mean, that's okay, but it's also like it's really easy for you to get. Well, I mean, I don't care about that. Like if they didn't want me to shoot out of the car, they wouldn't let me. They don't. That's fine. But it's tough to like pulling a 180 turn is a little bit difficult. Like it's tough when there's other bad guy cars ramming into me. It's hard to keep pursuing the target if I have to keep if I get bounced hard enough to like get completely veered off course really easily. So it's not bad. It's just a little bit frustrating. But that said, the vehicles are cool. Like I like the design of each one of them. Like you unlock one later on that like basically looks like the Tumbler from Batman.
Oh.
And the AI, like your vehicle AI, basically like Kit from Knight Rider, keeps making Batman references the whole time. He's like, if you get into it, he's like zipping around. He's like, I am the Knight.
Oh my God!
And,
So
like,
even
makes it-
Volition reference.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, no, I mean this is very much.
Destroy Legion's equipment.
There's a lot of pop culture references, in here. And like, if I'm being totally honest, sometimes it's a little much.
Really? Okay, another reference from pop culture?
Well, it's not like sometimes it's just straight up like people just quoting movie lines at me.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, that's fine, but this is the 5th time I've heard you do that.
Yeah. I can see how that could get annoying.
But still, I mean, it's fun enough that if it happens in combat, like I try not to pay it any mind because it's just like I'm having a good enough time exploding things.
Yep. So you're just almost like...
Sort of. I feel bad to say it, but kind of, yeah.
Drinks are on me.
Yeah, they do seem to do some cool things.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do love how the way that the combat plays out. Like, you'll notice that we're fighting like the same dudes a lot, but it's still satisfying. It's still really entertaining. And like once you get a little further into the game, you'll meet more and more of these different enemy types. And even though there aren't a whole ton of them, the way they play off one another works really well. Yeah.
I love that you tried to keep the air there.
Oh yeah.
Hiya!
Nope, I missed. Sorry, just kidding. Oh, we're gonna have this.
Perfect.
Perfect hack. I did it. Agents of Mayhem Hacking Simulator 2017.
All right, looking at Facebook comments. So far.
Oh, hey, Facebook.
Hi, Facebook.
Wonderful.
Ooh, too cool. We got a new agent
You can use
kit.
a
Great.
Mayhem-controlled outpost to see Legion
Right,
activity in the area. Though be careful
Well,
attacking
we just
other
gotta
Legion
skim, not
outposts
invade.
now.
Oh,
my
bad.
guess is
Alright.
they'll fortify their defenses
reading
with each one we take.
Ah, I see.
Now, I just need some time to decrypt this data.
Perfect. Then the agents can head to the location I just sent them.
Gremlin, what are you up to?
Well, with Legion now weak in this area, Mayhem can grab a few places of our own. Like a place I can meet up with the agents, for example.
That sounds like good information, Gremlin.
Ow, I get hit by my own car.
Glad you like
Oh.
it, Hardtack.
I know, I hate when that happens.
When you get there, just set up some signal blockers outside the building so
Yep.
Legion can't find us.
This information we downloaded doesn't make sense. It looks like Babylon's takeout order from Scooter's genuine all-American charbecue.
And now I'm hungry.
Friday, let me see that order.
Oh, Miss Brimstone. I didn't know you were listening in. Of course, here you are.
Oh, hey, if you're placing an order, I'll take a jumbo rack of ribs and...
This is not an order for takeout, Agent. This is an old Legion code. Friday, come to my office. I'll show you how to decrypt the data.
Yes, Persephone. On my way.
And Friday, I'm sending you a list of agents. Send up the signal and get them into Seoul. Now. We will start with Agent Rama.
Of course. I can do that.
So,
Okay.
no barbecue
Honestly,
here?
I don't know what it was that I ate in my lunch today, but I'm not feeling super hot.
Oh no. Will I have to take over?
Honestly, if you wouldn't mind,
I totally am.
I am terribly sorry.
That's okay, John.
For a quick second to keep up some banter, that'd be rad. No, you're good. You're good. I am. Oh, it's just R2 shoot.
Okay. All right. Don't worry, John. Hopefully, that's always John. Hopefully he gets better and nothing crazy. All right. I'm gonna try to shoot some bad guys. Obviously, just spare me some. I know that the main rule was just to shoot things, so I'm gonna do that and see how it goes. Place disruptor. You can't handle me. Oh, heck! I succeeded. Okay. Oh, that's a civilian. Now, obviously, I can't look at the comments while I'm playing, but I'm just going to try to figure out my way through where I'm headed. Going this way.
Think that wraps it up here? Like shooting fish in a barrel.
Hey, dude. Your friend. Oh, this guy. What? Did I just see a drone? Oh, he's a new friend who is now dead. And how he was jumping. There you go. Okay, I see. Somehow I have to get up onto.
Citizens, settle down.
Okay, how did he do it? Oh, that's awesome! Okay, figuring it out. Oh, yeah. I can understand why John got a little sick too, if it's like, it's a lot of movement.
I'm coming for you, Mayhem.
Haha, you missed your kick. Wait, where's the, it's on top there, isn't it? I knew it. Very different. It's way different, in my opinion. Because, I mean, Saints Row almost played like GTA or something. It's different. Come here, buddy. Do these guys ever stop showing up? I guess so. Can I get up there? Yes. Oh, that was awesome. That was really cool.
That's the last
Did
one.
I do the pilot?
I'll
Okay,
be
we're
moving
good.
aside to say howdy
I
in
succeeded.
person.
Now I just have to kill these bad guys. And shoot where the things he was shooting. I don't know. I think that's right. All right. Woohoo! Now where? Where to? More bad guys. I'm not using any of my specials here. Oh, am I dying? That's okay, I respawn. Change my... Now. Oh! That doesn't seem to do much. Oh, he doesn't fly, I forgot. Okay, wait, that sort of does something. So I have to be... I feel bad. I guess I should have gotten a little bit more. Who has returned, and he's okay! I felt so bad.
Me too.
But you're gonna save me right now, but I'm doing okay. I'm not, I mean, I'm getting hit, but I'm doing okay.
I'm gonna talk a little louder because I don't have a mic. I'm sorry, not. Get there.
Okay, how do I jump? Okay, we're fine. We're fine. The triple jump is awesome. Oh, did you eat a tuna sandwich? Those are terrible.
But that's even worse because that's not a good sign of things to come.
Oh no.
Anyways, I am terribly sorry.
Luckily it's Friday and you have a whole weekend to recover.
But do I though?
Do you have to work this weekend?
Do.
No, what are you be playing?
Yes.
Oh.
You want me to take over the social side?
Yeah, sure.
Y'all are gonna come live
guys.
in my lap for a second.
Me, like kind of, oh no. Did I lose all my agents?
Nope, you have one left.
We got one more!
And also, if you open up your Gremlin tab,
about you,
if you hit the select button, or the touchpad, I guess,
yeah.
and then on the left side there, inventory, if you open up your Gremlin tech,
yeah.
Okay, you only have those right now. Sorry, you get one eventually that is called Mulligan, where you get to, that brings all three of your guys back if you get killed.
Okay, which I don't have currently, so that's fine. I'm just gonna get out of here.
Indeed.
And oh my god, I just got shot with something. Oh no, I think I'm dead. I think we've lost all our agents.
Oh no!
I took too much damage.
Oh, it's okay. It's because I wasn't here to save our agents.
But luckily I got all the
and offer
pylons.
moral support.
So anyways, I'm just gonna go back.
Perfect. Then the agents can head to the location I just said.
More cartoons, please. I agree with you, Ben Allen.
Well, with Legion now weak in this area, Mayhem
All right.
can grab a few places
So
of
I'm
their
now
own,
manning
like a
the
place that can
YouTube,
meet
Twitch,
up
and
with
Facebook
agents,
chats,
for
y'all. Be sure to also hit us up on Twitter with the hashtag
Oh,
IGN Plays Live if you
glad
want.
you
We're
like
at
it,
IGN,
Hardtack.
obviously.
When you get there, just set up some signal blockers
Oh
outside
no,
the
that
building
is
so Legion can't
scrolling
find
far
us.
too far.
This information we downloaded
Shame on
doesn't
me.
make sense. It looks like
on
Babylon's
now.
takeout order from
all the way to the
Scooter's
bottom.
genuine
That is
all-American
okay. I just
barbecue.
obviously
And
I'm on-
now I'm hungry.
Friday,
Another
let me see that
Oh
order.
no, I have to go back.
Oh,
Whoops,
Miss
that's
Brimstone.
not gonna work.
I didn't know you were listening in. Of course, here you are.
Oh,
Oh, hey,
I guess
if
I
you're
don't have
placing
a
an order,
quadruple
I'll
jump.
take a jump. There you
Kazuma,
go.
no, this is
This
not
is not an
Saints
order for
Row.
takeout, agent.
Although it
This
But
looks
it's
like
from
it.
the same development team, and it's got a
Friday,
lot
come
of
to my
inspiration
office.
coming
I'll
from
show
it.
you how to decrypt
Oh,
the
do I have to go in
data.
this building?
Yes, Persephone.
No, you just go down to the bottom.
Friday, I'm sending you a list
You
of
just can't go
agents.
inside just yet.
Send up the signal and get them into Seoul now.
Okay, so now what you
Now
gotta
we
do
do the
is,
pylons again?
well, yeah, you gotta.
Of course.
So the
I can
checkpoint
do
system
that.
is not
So,
great.
no barbecue
There,
then?
if you do
Can I
get
steal
killed,
cars?
you can steal cars. Yes.
Is that recommended?
Not really. I mean, you can. Like, it's up to you.
What's the closest?
I don't recommend it personally.
Okay.
The person's above you. Saints Row
Coming
meets
for ya.
Crackdown says Absolute Zero, and yeah, that's a fair, if not a little simplified, analysis, but you get the idea. Interfire Gaming says, I would love for Netflix to make an animated show of this game. And I honestly agree. I would 100% watch. I think I said this a little while ago.
Oh.
I would 100% watch an Agents of Mayhem TV series.
Yeah, I mean, even the animated version, the animated cutscene is very cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little tough to spend, 25 or 30 hours with these characters in a row.
All the self-indulgence of
It's a little
too much to
overindulgent.
take.
Yeah. But I feel like if there was if it was 3 hours every
Yeah.
year, no, and that sounds like me being really shady, and I'm not trying to. I just mean if it was a season of TV every 6 months or every year, that would
Then maybe.
be
Or
great.
not. Or I agree with you. I think that it could be like a 6-episode series on Netflix.
Exactly.
Kind of like how they did with Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
That was
totally.
great. Ah, my jumping's a little... But I'm sure you get used to it after a while. Oh, nope. There's parts of the building you can't climb.
No, well, so that's the thing
Overhead
is
stuff.
there's some weird platformy shenanigans that you do kind of get stuck on.
Yeah.
So
just knowing where to climb the building.
Yeah, there are like for the really tall buildings, there are usually like lifts and stuff that you can climb on.
Right. Oh, this guy's right here. No, that's 115. This one's 23.
23, so it's below you.
It's below me.
There it is.
Baloney.
It's bologna.
Let's not talk about food.
No, it's fine. I'm jealous of it. I'm jealous of people's ability to eat food.
Also, I forgot that. Is there any faster way? I should have brought the car.
I mean,
fine.
Honestly, I would recommend if you're trying to get places
faster,
use Fortune.
Okay.
She's a little bit quicker on her feet, and her jumping
And
plus
how do you change her out again?
left on the D-pad.
Oh, sorry.
No, don't abort this mission.
We're not gonna abort. There you go.
So you use the D-pad to swap between your agents.
Yeah. She is faster because she does the dash. Right?
Yeah, she has the dash midair, which is super helpful.
That's the last one.
Okay.
Now
And there you go.
to say howdy in person.
Well, so odds are those bad guys that you fought were just
in the area.
in the area. So the thing
I could
that
have just like left, and they would have been. I would have been fine, and I would have survived.
pretty much, yeah.
Damn.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Why are you?
Oh, that's too high.
Oh, for
Well, I'm
swearing.
trying to go to the next point.
So the cool thing about this is that like you get a lot of the open world in that door.
Sorry, I forgot that it was the door that we were supposed to.
In all that like open world flavor, it carries over into the world when like the world is consistent when you're playing missions.
Yeah.
So like you could have be in the middle of a big story mission, and then Legion has these things called doomsday devices that will like rain out of the sky and like just start causing mass hysteria and panic and mayhem. But that has nothing to do with the mission as it is. Like that is just
why Babylon's here and how to stop him.
happen.
Right in due time.
And eventually you'll have to go back and deal with that. But
Oh, I love our crew. They're so
right,
adorable.
they're so fun. They're so
the best.
good. Also, I'm really sorry about all that mic jumbling you just heard.
That's okay.
Okay. Nate Hennessy says play cool. I'm
trying to play cool,
I don't know what that
guys.
means. Honestly, that's kind of going to be my new mantra here at IGN. IGN, play cool.
Or Jon Ryan knows how to play cool.
That's a lie.
That's true, though.
It's a blatant
Well,
lie.
you obviously were doing way better. But you've also had more time with the game. But
That's the key. I've
but
also
I
had
still
a week
think
with
you're
it.
like one of those guys who like can pick up a game and just know instantly how to finish it.
But also, like, that's literally my job.
Sorry.
here. Oh, that's my
Trying
job
to kill
here.
time, you know?
When I'm not reviewing Agents of Mayhem, I write our wiki guides, so.
Exactly. Which is crazy to think. I mean, I am surprised Jon Ryan is, you know, able to keep up with it. You're always playing games.
Yeah, it's kind of a blessing and a curse, but thank you. It's like one of those things where, like, you know,
You have a hard job, is what I'm saying.
I mean, it's not hard like surgery or anything. Like, there's
No, but
people with a lot more difficult jobs than
Yeah.
I am. I'm not going to say anything like that, but I will say there is a certain amount of endurance required.
People will think, you know, playing
To,
games for a living.
Well, that's the, you know, I
Funny
always
games.
have that argument with people who, when they find out what we do
I have chosen
here, because a lot of us at the office have that thing where like they play games a lot.
Right.
Like whether it's myself or Barrett or the rest of the Wikis team, Case and Brandon and gangs. It's that whole notion of Raging Arrow.
Raging Arrow. This is
Oh, I love
cool.
Rama. Rama's great. I keep hitting my mic.
I'm glad
I'm
we're
really
meeting her
sorry.
finally.
Immunologist, I was a hunter, tracking the sources of disease. Then
Yeah.
a man-made plague hit
See,
me
the
by
animation's so
spreading
good.
like wildfire across the subcontinent.
Great. It's a good way to
Somehow
cut
the
around, you know,
madman of
doing like
Legion infused the virus with the unholy power
Right?
of
and make it
dark
just as
matter.
good.
It's weird because some of them don't have the full animation to it. They're just kind of those like motion comics almost.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like storyboards with VO over it. But it's still, none of it's bad. But like these intro ones, I really love. And again, I would 100% watch this show. So if you're out there paying
Netflix
attention
producers and
on Twitter at Netflix and be like, yo, we want an Agents of Mayhem series.
I think that would be great. But then we'd have to do the whole thing like Overwatch cheer.
Are you there?
And
No, we didn't.
Well, I
No,
think
we
we
didn't.
should though. It
Should
would be
we?
cool.
Should we?
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. Like, Blizzard
Luxury
eventually
to
will
that,
just
but
give
the
us that.
quarter mile,
Make
who
it happen
knows?
anyway.
They'll just do it
Stuck with
anyways.
a pickup truck.
Who's this lady? She's great.
She's a hologram, being
Great.
a super
Call your
cool
vehicle.
hologram.
Oh, that's awesome. right.
So yeah, so if you stand in that circle that pops down on the ground when you call your vehicle with the up on the D-pad. So if you can stand in that circle.
Oh.
It's all
okay,
right.
but I missed it. But let's try this.
Another one will show up. It's fine.
Yes. Oh, nice.
You'll do like one of those cool
I really love her
flips.
move too. It's like
Yeah, they're all.
I see the AR.
They're all unique to the agency. It's like you see, like Hollywood does like finger guns because he's kind of a jerk.
Like I realized.
He's kind of a d-bag.
Okay.
And then yeah, and like Fortune's is really cute because she's just like whatever.
I know. So I'm just gonna lay down.
What we need you to find out.
Exactly. Like I'm just gonna get real comfy.
Yeah. In town, but who else?
Somebody in the Twitch chat is just hitting me with a picture of a dog, and I'm super okay with that. More dog heads, please.
I can do that. But tell me something.
Oh, I totally
why did you pick me
So
up
Absolute Zero is lamenting the fact that this doesn't have co-op, saying that it'd be so much better to team up with 3 friends to go to town. I see where you're coming from with that, but I'm not gonna lie, the single-player experience itself is still fun.
It seems like it. I
like
mean, I had fun playing Saints Row all by myself. I didn't.
Yeah, and like this is.
Wait, did I go backwards?
I don't know. I wasn't super paying attention.
I know, that's okay. Keep talking.
So yeah, so you'll kind of get stuck a little Austin Powers in here, but you can also just smash yourself. You can just drive out to the other side.
Okay. I think I missed one. I was trying not to hit people.
But yeah, so you'll see that like it's like playing with 3 of your friends, but 3 of your friends who you can control completely.
Yeah.
Who aren't going to screw up and do things that you don't want them to do, or like Leroy Jenkins' situation for you.
Good way of putting it.
Fury 37, I rolled credits last night, and it took me about, they asked what to, if that the campaign was a decent length, to complete all of the main campaign and to unlock all of the agents and finish all their side missions. It took me around 20, 25 minutes.
Got it. So that's a good amount.
Yeah, I mean that's a solid week and a half, 2 weeks.
And then if you want to go in and
depending on how much you play.
Yeah. Wait, where am I supposed to just pop out, I guess?
I suppose so, yes. Oh yeah, that thing over there.
Because I can drive in there. Where am I going? Yay, it's a bow and arrow! Like you were talking about.
Yep, and so yeah, so Rama here is Mayhem's
and I'll handle the rest.
Closest thing to a sniper that they have.
Oh wait, what am I supposed to do?
So you tap X in those slots.
Oh, I see. Okay, so like that.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Almost.
Oh.
Sending you the data currently.
Solving? Not really.
Uh-oh. Rama, I see Legion forces headed to your area.
I see them Friday.
You'll need to stay close to the access point.
Jacob wants to know if it's a turn-based game. No, it's not. It's very much real-time combat. You just take turns playing with each of your agents.
Where's this guy?
He's right up there.
They're all up there. I don't want to leave the access point like you told me. Oh, that would be cool if I could like go down to the Zelda thing. I'm coming off Zelda here, so I'm hoping.
Oh man, so you've got a lot of bow play going on,
A lot of bow
right?
playing, a lot of throwing bombs, and destroying. Oh wait, you get things, right? No.
You just interact with the triangle. Yeah.
Okay. You simply had the best.
Shoot all the things.
Shoot all the things.
Shoot all the things.
Don't get kicked in the face.
There it is. Don't get kicked in the face. Shoot all the things.
Yeah, where's he at?
This guy?
Oh my goodness. Whoa, did you see that?
I did not. No, I was getting yelled at by Mitch.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Talk that nicely.
Huge difference.
There's a very big difference between being yelled at and having something requested politely of you.
Seeing all the bad guys. But I'm not seeing them.
But now they're dead.
But now they're dead. It's fine. Oh, do the double jump. Oh, no. Nice. Good about that. Haha.
Oh no.
Done, missed. Okay, now was I too far away?
Nicely done.
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. There wasn't really like a radius. It's just like you just had to be doing it.
This.
Okay, good. All the bad guys.
Friday, may I ask you something?
Of course.
Oh,
I've been an agent for some time now.
Well, you can just go
was,
off the
after
street.
all,
And I
the
might
first
have
to
missed it.
And
No,
your
just
services.
No, it's okay. It's still
But I
there. It's
did
not going to go
join
away.
Mayhem to hunt down Persephone's old friends. I am here to save the people of Mumbai.
I see what you're getting at, Rama, but our current objective is
Look at that.
finding Dr.
My
Babylon.
car backflipped to get here.
Yeah, it does that
Doesn't this
sometimes.
car love me? What?
And it just hits you.
What? What happened?
Wah,
The
wah.
circle went away.
Yeah, it moved.
There's a timer, I
Thank
guess.
you, but I am perfectly capable of speaking to her myself.
Let's go. On
As
to
you
our next
wish.
adventure.
Maybe after this, we could turn.
Okay, so how many points do you get if you hit?
No points. What you're seeing there are damage tallies. So that now you know how much that man's leg is broken. Like you broke his leg 31.
Oh man. No free health here. Alright. Did I miss it again? No, it's up here. Oh, no. I want to go to that temple.
Marucha Tsuku says to the guy reading the comments, "Hi, I'm Jon Ryan. It's nice to meet you." He says, "Hi, first off, and I wish you all a happy day and enjoy your time."
Thank you
So
much
thank
for
you
being
much
kind.
for that. I
Yeah.
appreciate your
It
kind
appears
wishes,
this time
especially
the
today.
surveillance device
I
is a
super
charity.
appreciate it as well.
At least they're utilizing
Jon
the
Ryan.
natural environment.
But me
yeah.
especially because I'm dying on the inside.
Yeah.
Um,
Please don't die.
No, I won't be. I'll be fine. I'm super gonna live. I promise.
Uh-oh.
Let
All
me
I want
guess,
here.
more Legion interference.
Exactly. You know what to do.
You know what to do.
Great job.
Launch a trap which deals
So
some
your
damage
special
to
ability
targets
for
within
Rama
the field
is
of
trap.
Okay. Look at this
Oh,
person.
these
Evil.
jerks.
She's like a swarm trooper, not a stormtrooper.
So they do this neat thing where like they basically every single one of the enemy designs is designed to theoretically like think of it like an action figure. Like if you're gonna play Agents of Mayhem in your backyard or in your room or whatever, you know, you buy a bunch of the same action figure to serve as the bad guys.
Okay.
And it kind of works the same way here, where it's like, you know, this is like Arctic Frost Batman, or like Arctic Frost Legion soldiers, and then like Electro Legion soldiers. Also remember
And I
Arctic
like that
Frost
they do that.
Batman.
Yes. Yeah. I
So
should probably use my superpowers, right? So my special ability.
So yeah, your special
Coming
is
up right now.
Yes, you got it in 3 more seconds.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Come get me! Come at me! Anyone? No? They're all far away. Come get me! Killian, Romanian. I'm trying to do that.
Bam!
Yes!
There it
It
goes.
worked. That was beautiful. I killed like 30 bad guys, right?
You killed like 2, but no, 2 is the same as 30, totally.
Yeah, cool. I mean, Agents of Mayhem.
Exactly. So in the Twitch chat, Ryfar wants to know if this is just Saints Row 4 minus co-op, and no, it's absolutely not. Agents of Mayhem is it's its own thing. The Saints literally don't exist in this world.
Well, I'll see if she's busy.
She is not
But
too
also,
busy,
it is so much more than just that sort of wacky run around,
Rama, you summoned me.
build a criminal
It appears as
empire,
though you have forgotten ideal
GTA-esque. I mean, it's not GTA. GTA stopped being similar to Saints Row.
I joined Mayhem only so I might
It's
find the
very
cause
much
of
its
the
own thing,
plague
and in this
ravage.
case, it's less about, you know, building a crime empire as it is saving the world like G.I. Joe or the X-Men or, you know, the A-Team.
But you have not held up your
And
end
so
of the
instead of
bargain. Is that
just
right?
taking on one
It
character that
is.
you customize,
And
they
I would
use
appreciate if you
12
did not
agents to
act
play
so
with, and they
coy
all
about
have like
this.
a
Well
bunch
then,
of different
Rama,
options when
I
it
apologize if I seem coy,
comes to
but I've been
designing
doing my best.
like your
It's
loadout,
not as though
basically. So
nature publishes its
you can almost
information
treat
on
each
some
agent
blog.
as an individual weapon that you swap between when you're out running around. Like
Yeah.
If, to abstract it a little
It is a
bit,
good thing that we are not
if
reliant
your
on the internet
your
for
player
our
character is just
information.
you as
Right
like a
now, Rama,
godlike
I need you to
third-person
do this.
camera,
I
each
have
weapon
a
that you
lot of
hold
sides
is
you can
Hollywood or
chase.
Hardtack or Fortune or Rama. Yeah. And like even the most like focused and meticulous planner
Yes, you are.
for
We are
who,
not
like
done
when you're
talking
detailing an RPG party
You
and
are
you like
correct,
want to get
Rama.
really into the
We are
nitty gritty of like
I mean,
whose item does what better stats. Like there is so much of that to be done here,
Soon.
between all of the different items and the abilities that each agent has, but also with all
I'm
this
not
gremlin
gonna
tech.
lie.
which right now you only have the one kind, but you do unlock a lot more of it in the story.
I am making a reminder that you are an eavesdropper. Friday, what am I looking at?
Oh, it's a spicy stir-fried rice cake. Quite delish, and very popular in Korea.
And you want me to stick my fingers in there to find your device?
Yes?
Okay.
Oh yeah, one of the things I really like is that like literally just everything is a security console in this. Like, hey, where's that Legion security console? Oh, it's in that box of dumplings.
Right.
Or like, where is it this time? Oh, it's a fire hydrant.
It's a fire hydrant.
Or like a public toilet or whatever.
Legion troops, I know.
In the toilet bowl. Alright, Rama's next shot uses a modified dark matter play. What?
Oh, for her Mayhem ability?
Yeah.
It's a handy one.
Okay. Oh.
You brought this upon
I don't know if I chose the right time to do that, but let's just try it. Alright. I mean, I guess that's the point.
Yeah.
Look at you! Dead on impact. Oh no! Okay, well,
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Do you mind some Get Out of Hell spoilers?
No, not at all.
Okay, so apparently at the end of Get Out of Hell, you rebuild the Earth, which I did not finish that. So spoiler alert, retroactively. Sorry if you haven't played it before. Somebody in the Twitch chat already ruined it for everybody, so sorry. I definitely did not finish Get Out of Hell. So yeah, I guess they just recreate an alternate timeline in which this may or may not be set. I'm not going to definitely say that that's the case here because I didn't make this game. But that seems like a pretty viable explanation
I could
for
feel the
things.
tension all the way over here.
Your boss is an infuriating woman, Friday.
You mean our
Oh, I have to grab
boss?
a car.
Currently, yes.
Ah, there it is.
But perhaps not for long.
Oh.
And you can totally carjack a car if you want, but your car is instantly better off.
Automatically. And it loves me.
Oh, yes. Loads.
Exactly, and it loves you and has your best interests at heart. Also, it's a sweet supercar with a rad boost. So.
Yes.
Along with him.
Oh, which I haven't used yet.
Oh, it's square.
Steel toe.
I'm going to use it after all.
Oh wait, no,
I feel like
sorry.
maybe now.
Or is it square?
No,
it's square. I'm still learning the controls. There you go.
I had to make sure there was like not a lot of vehicles. In
Oh
the
yeah,
way
for
if I
sure.
did
Bumping
that.
into stuff when you're boosting is like not a good
Not
idea.
a good idea.
You can also handbrake turn with A or
I was
X,
doing
I
that,
should say.
I'm afraid.
Doing that. Yeah, I was
You just
playing.
passed it.
Oh, I passed it. I wasn't looking at the meter.
No.
The notification. Me trying to be like.
The words.
With the word. There you go.
There
Woo!
we are.
Okay. I'm gonna jump up for a little bit. Nice. More. Oh, she could climb.
Yeah, but you
But
can't
just
climb
for
all
a
the way.
short
You just
amount
get a
of
little
time.
bit of a boost.
So-
Like I was saying earlier, the climbing mechanics, like vertically, you can travel pretty far.
Yeah.
But you also can't always go all the way on your own.
Right.
Like sometimes you'll need to find, in this case, like a platform that will take
Right.
you up, or you need to find a like actual like
Alright, what
platforming
am I
style
looking for,
puzzle
Friday?
to get
I
up to
don't
the top.
know.
Okay.
And not like
Persephone
that
put
it's
in these
designed, but like you
coordinates,
just
not
kind of
I.
make it so.
Just
Got it.
send me whatever's there, and I'll see what I can find.
Okay, so far.
How is car customization? I'm just going to say Andrew wants to know. And it's like, it's not necessarily car customization like in the Saints Row sense where you go to a garage and you swap out tires and stuff. But there are a bunch of different options for your vehicle.
Sabotage the launcher
And
if
some
you
of them
fire
have
it at
different
weak
stats,
points.
like some are more
You're picking
strong
up
against
Legion, right?
attack, some
You
are
know me
faster
so
when
well.
they boost,
No,
some
it's
have
Legion
better
who I know.
control when they're midair. But it's definitely not as like in depth as it was in Saints Row. Like, you can unlock different skins for your stuff, but cosmetically that's about as different as it gets. And that's how car customization is.
I love that.
Right? The more you know. Oh wait, no. Why am I doing that one when I could just say, and now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Agents
I did like
of
the knowledge one that you threw
Mayhem.
out there for a second.
The which one?
Knowledge is half the battle. I like
Knowledge
that
is half the
too.
battle, but that is technically wrong.
Yeah.
So I guess we can use it on IGN because that doesn't violate copyright.
There you go.
Knowledge is half the battle.
That's our IGN, you know.
IGN.
You're feeling much better.
I'm feeling.
Okay. Well, it seems
The old
you're
boot and rally
covering it up
helps, but-
real nicely. Now, what can I use to like get these guys to move around really fast? Just better shooting ability?
What do you
Better
mean?
shooting skills? The ones that jump in the air real high. Like, is there anything I could do to like slow down the time? Or...
No, you can't prevent them from jumping.
Jumping.
Like that. Other than by murder.
Got it.
You can murder them all you like.
That's it. Right. Probably. Oh, it's hanging out up there, like as if that's a school. Bring it down. See, they just like I can do that, but right in my style. Come down here. That's easier and more fun.
Apparently, Naomi, your mic volume is a little bit low.
Oh no.
Just a hair, I guess.
That's okay. I haven't been saying it.
That's a blatant line, you know it. Don't play yourself like
I'm
that.
gonna use this. I want to kill these bad guys. They're much harder to kill than I'm going for. Come on.
Kill them real good.
Trying to. There you go.
So what is this, huh? Babylon's
Where's everyone else?
schedule.
That's it? Oh, I used it on one last guy.
No.
What a waste.
Details on the Mumbai plague.
And I can blow these.
I
What's
received
the?
word that Babylon had moved
Where are the ones?
samples of
Where are the
plague
boxes
here
blew
to
up?
Seoul.
They're not around.
I
this
wanted
one?
to surprise
They'll
you
ping you
with
another
it, but when you
in a
got
second.
testy, I may be a thief, Rama.
Alicia wants to know if it has any special DualShock 4 features. I mean, the light bar is purple right now. That's about as special as I've noticed. I haven't played, most of my playthroughs been on PC, so I'm not super familiar with the PS4 version. But I haven't really noticed anything today while we've been playing this. I don't hear anything coming off the speaker.
No, I haven't heard anything. Damn, raking in the cash. 38K.
Somebody's calling it like XCOM, and I'm like, is it?
I would say it's not at all like XCOM.
I would also say that. So Cormac Crow is talking about Pierce Washington, and yeah, Pierce is, in this world, he's this character called Kingpin. He was the leader of the Vice Kings. He had a really successful music empire going on. And then, so this whole thing takes place after this event called Devil's Night, when Legion, all the bad guys, they basically like showed up out of nowhere and pretty much like basically Mars attacks. Like they killed everybody who was in power. They basically took over the world.
Mars Attacks. What a record.
I love that movie.
I haven't
really
seen the full, I think I haven't seen the entire movie in a long time. I saw maybe like parts of it recently.
Yeah. The only thing I really remember is Gene Hackman's weirdness.
Isn't Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah, this is a big cast in Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
But anyways, like Mars Attacks, which is a movie you should all watch.
Yeah.
It.
Let me check my missions, I guess.
Yeah. So you're on. Okay, there you go. So you're on this one. This is like one of the first main episodes.
Okay.
A place for everything.
I think you had to go back.
Everything
Oh, you had to
in
go
a
back to the
place.
arc too.
Though sometimes
start
that
this
place is the dustbin.
Well, here we are now. I did the right thing. All right.
They're talking about Setsuna's sacrifice. Okay. Senua sacrifice, which I really want to play.
Which I talked about on this Daily Fix the other day. And you've played, you said? Or what did you say?
That's why I want to play it.
You want to play it.
Does this game run better on PS4 Pro? I'm not super sure.
Well,
I don't
we're
really
not
know.
playing it on
I assume
PS4
it does.
Pro
We're
right
on
now.
regular PS4 and it runs really well. But I would assume that if that's the case, it also runs better on PS4 Pro.
So, yeah. Swing by whenever. Peace.
Rec Room.
People really love that purple controller light.
It's nice.
Right? Look at it.
It's really nice.
It's all purple and stuff.
Okay. Time to talk to my friend.
Legion is plotting something,
per usual.
Yeah, that's the thing. Legion's always plotting something. Like, what else? Come on. If you're just joining us, you can hit us up on, you're probably on one of these 4 platforms. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. We're also on Twitter at IGN, and you can hit us up with the hashtag IGN Plays
That's
Live.
right. I haven't seen many tweets, so get on it.
There have been, let's have a look-see, zero
Darn
Zero
it,
tweets.
Zero tweets.
With the hashtag. Oh,
wait, hit refresh.
Nope, it's just you.
Oh, it's just me.
You tweeted that. And that was an hour ago.
That's okay. I mean, it makes more sense to comment because you're probably watching and
For sure.
not on your phone using Twitter. Twitter, you can't. I mean, you can watch it live, on Twitter. Don't we have a or like a?
I don't know enough about
Twitter?
that platform to answer that
Mitch,
question.
can you confirm that we're live on Twitter as well? No, we're not.
We are not live on Twitter. You
We
heard
should
it here
get on
first. We should not get on that. We should get on Vine.
Vine or Periscope. Same thing.
Wait, is Periscope dead too?
Periscope's the new Twitter one.
Oh. But it's not dead yet.
It's not dead.
Like Vine.
No. No, Vine's dead.
Vine is gone.
Deader than dead.
If we did live streams via Vine, like if it was just this for 2 hours but in 6-second loops, that would probably be the worst thing we could do.
All 6-second loops of like the entire 2 hour stream.
Oh my god, just 2 hour loops and loops and
Yep.
loops and loops and loops.
Yep. Completely missed the cutscene. I know you guys were telling us to be quiet during the cutscenes, and we weren't doing that. But
were they?
Yeah, they were on Facebook anyway.
They weren't.
They're like, stop talking. We can't listen. We can't hear the cutscenes. All right.
Well, that part's gone from the chat now, so I wasn't paying attention to it. Anyways.
All right, missions were good.
So this is basically the setup for this mission is this guy Hammersmith, who is a.
I'm gonna go just back out of here.
He was a weapons designer for like the U.S.
Hammersmith,
military
that's the name.
and basically like the world leaders. But then Legion showed up and he was like, he's like a scientist who. Everyone is part of the Ministry of Pride, which is like a faction of Legion.
Yeah.
And so in this case, they're all really egotistical. So Hammersmith, for example, is super all about. He's like Rick on Rick and Morty, basically. He doesn't care about other people. He doesn't care about like the good of mankind. He just wants to see how big an explosion
And how
he can
crazy
make and how efficient it can
smart
be.
he can be.
Exactly. So Legion came to him and they were planning on like holding him hostage, but he was like, "Nah, I'll do it for free."
It was like,
I
got this. What do you want to do now? Well, I'm going through the menus, but
You can go into that mission if you want.
Okay.
You can go and check out some of these other
How do
guys.
you go to mission again?
So if you open up your little.
Oh, my D-pad.
Yeah, there you
My
go.
little-
And then you can hit deploy.
There you go.
And this is where you can also set who's in your squad. You can.
Who do I want? Everybody.
Do you want these three, or do you want to add Rama in there?
Yeah, let's add Rama.
Okay, cool.
Add a squad.
I would recommend. So you can see above each of their names.
Yeah.
They've got these.
Their
like,
different abilities.
Yeah. So Hollywood's skill that you have unlocked right now is all of them have 2, but you have to get them to level 10 to unlock their second one. So Hollywood's is World Savior, which basically means he's really good at like taking down doomsday devices. Hard tax is armor piercing. Fortune is his shields. So I think this is a really good combination that you have.
I think we don't need Hollywood ever.
He's the D-bag. You don't need him.
He's a D-bag.
He's one of those typical liberal elites. Oh no, that's going to cause a whole lot of fire. No, I didn't say that. Can you retroactively
Let's see what
bleep
they're
that,
recommending.
Mitchell?
Are they recommending 2? Do we do that
So
again?
2 is recommended. You can take it up a level if you like.
Yeah,
I played most of my playthrough at least.
Wait, did I do 3? I don't think I did it. Hold up.
I think you might have. I don't know.
I don't know.
I played through most of my playthrough with at least an extra level or 2 on top of my difficulty, just because like even there it's not crazy hard.
Right.
Once you hit level 20 with some agents, you unlock like 10 through 15 difficulty levels, and those are like pretty challenging. But really, this is just kind of a free XP.
So if you want to take a challenge, get more XP, increase your difficulty.
Yes.
And improve your game.
I mean, that's the cool thing too, is like depending on how much of a difficult time you want to give yourself, you can even like decrease the level that you're on, and it'll still give you a little bit of XP bonus.
Oh, that's
which is
awesome.
nice.
That's a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
Expert tips from our friend Jon Ryan here today.
The booge.
The booge. All right. So.
Sorry, I keep blowing on my microphone. It's really super rude of me.
It's the worst.
I really should never be allowed on this show ever. This is like clearly the worst episode.
I don't think you're right about that, because if I'm here and you're here, it's obviously just
It's clearly
it's a winning
top 10.
team. I'm going to call my call.
Considering the last time I was here, I think was Bloodborne, and we talked about sandwiches for 90% of it.
He's here to provide technical support. Hey there.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Surge. I forgot about that game.
You hurt Mitch's feelings.
No, that's kidding.
Passed it already.
Well, be glad that you weren't here for that Bloodborne one, because it was 90% about sandwiches. To be fair,
Oh, wait, I'm already
we talked about some great sandwiches.
I'll talk amongst myself.
I could talk about sandwiches and food all day. So, you're in good company. Totally fine. Oh, where do I need to go here? I think I already passed it. I went the back way.
Yeah, you went in the secret entrance. You didn't
Which
you didn't
is not
miss
even
anything.
an
You didn't
entrance.
mess up. You
Oh,
went
there
in the
you go.
secret door.
The non-secret secret door.
Exactly.
At the bottom of the reactor. It's a big round glowy thing.
Oh, thank you. That's oh, it's in the middle there. Well,
No,
hold on.
it's-
Let's go to the top though.
Yeah, you gotta get
To
all the
main
way to the
control.
top.
Oh,
There it
there it is. Oh no!
Look
It
out.
exploded. What does that mean? Am I dead forever? Did I get radiation?
Ooh, let's check it out.
No, you're basically just gonna like pull planes
Legion's
off.
overloading the reactor. That control unit's all blown.
We're always up to something here in Agents of Mayhem.
We better have a look at the transient cavitation chamber.
Yeah, you're right.
If you say so.
Should be further up a ways.
I'm totally vibing.
Don't know how the heck they got this
He's
contraption.
my spirit.
They just
agent.
plugged it in.
Move. I feel like I should move this to the other
Oh,
side.
do I have to get out here and then jump? Yeah. In the center of the reactor is whoa, whoa! Don't fall! Don't
No!
fall!
Be
Okay,
careful!
I saved him. I saved him. We're fine. Now, how do I? Okay, I have to go outside, all the way up. And here we are. Just follow the glowing
Follow
wires.
the purple dot is kind of the mantra of this.
The purple
Shoot
dot.
the mans, follow the purple
glowing
dot.
thing.
Sometimes follow the purple dot to shoot the mans.
The mans.
Shoot the mans.
Shoot the mans.
Shoot mans.
Shoot mans. Where'd it go? Oh, here.
Oh boy, this one's overloaded too.
Uh-oh.
Glad I'm not standing next
Look at
to
that! I
that
almost
thing.
fell.
Should I be
I'm
worried?
just watching the replay.
So, what
Oh,
do you
yeah.
think's going
You're
on?
just gonna catch up in
Either
Sports
Legion
Center?
wants to blow up half the city, or they're diverting the power somewhere.
Nothing a hardtack can't handle.
A lot of folks are talking about Pickle
Legion
Rick.
is deploying hell troops.
Oh, you
on
guys
the
saw my
internet.
pickle Rick.
No, they're just talking about Pickle
Oh,
Rick.
just as we
But,
mentioned Rick.
so
Yeah.
you know,
Wish they picked a different
Naomi
reactor
did
to
a
mess with.
bomb
Tippy top is
drawing.
where
Was
it
that
all
painted
hooks
or
up
colored in?
That
with
was
blood?
with markers and
Okay.
a pencil.
Naomi did a bomb drawing of Pickle Rick.
Did I
You
doodled
can
him?
check it out on that Twitter.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure if he's my go-to. I'm gonna switch characters, and I really like her. I think she's great with the bow. I like her, magic space. What is it? The poison arrows, or what were they called?
The plague arrows?
Yeah,
Yeah,
plague
those are super
arrows.
handy. And I think you get a buff on those if you hit somebody with it as well. That's not possible.
Although, I'm not good at healing, so that's the hard part. Okay, let's try a different character. While you pick me, there you go. Constant shooting. I like her.
Yeah,
Fortune's
Fortune
amazing.
is one of my favorites. My go-to squad is Daisy, who I mentioned earlier, and then Fortune, and then this ex-Marine lady named Braddock, who is super tough as nails. She's really good.
They all seem pretty tough to me.
Oh, they're all super.
But I know what you're
super
saying.
tough.
Yeah. To go up there. You're making me go places? Do things?
I know, right?
Okay.
It's that old adage: of see the world, visit interesting places,
all up there.
and murder people.
Get over here. Get over here.
I like somebody in the chat. Just somebody was asking why is multiplayer a necessary thing in gaming nowadays? And somebody responded just because people are afraid to be alone.
Aww.
And I was like, oh no.
This is sad.
I mean, but it's also accurate. Naomi, I'm glad you're here.
Aw, John. I'm
Because
glad
if I was
to
here
hear
alone,
you.
I'd be terrified.
Aw.
Go ahead, have Mitchell.
You'd have, yeah. Don't forget Mitchell. You're always hurting his feelings.
I'm really sorry. You're just so good at your job.
What's her ability? Again, it's the big moon thing, right? The big orb.
Cannon. So
Cannonball.
it's basically a grenade. It's just an explosive ball. So if you fire it off, it will blow up a lot.
Okay, John. We're with you. It's not your fault. It's the sandwich's fault.
But still,
Sandwich is the bad thing. Die already! Maybe I should switch characters. Use my good friend here. Oh! Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Oh, well, they're all dead now. Nope, one more.
I would sing that song from Ghostbusters.
We're all cool up here.
Copyright.
What else you got for me?
Let's have a look at that control unit.
If it's
Hey, that one's all right.
If it's just a cover song, you're
No, it's not.
it's never fun.
I mean, I guess if it's a cover.
If it's a cover or like an acapella. Oh man, I missed it. It was right
There's
up
a lot
there.
of people mad about stuff in our chats.
About what?
Friday,
A
check
bunch
this
of
out.
crap.
We've got a ton of
No,
data
like
here.
people are mad at like other games and like
Nice
just
work,
life in
Grandma.
Mad
general.
in general.
Agents.
Mad in general, man. Don't be mad. Be glad.
Be glad.
Be
Be
glad
happy.
that we live in an age where, regardless of all the other
Hey, they're putting
terrible
on a
things
light show.
happening, like we have
Shall we
games
check
like
it
this
out?
where we can just explode stuff for fun to take our mind off
For
the
fun.
fact that
I
the
mean,
world itself is kind of
What could
exploding.
Legion be doing at the
My grandma didn't
planetarium?
get to play these.
They're all up in
Right?
arenas.
Oh, my
I bought her a
parents
Wii
did.
U though.
I don't mean to
Oh,
be
how'd you like
approved,
it?
She was
but
gonna play
please,
Pikmin.
no
She
jokes
didn't
about
play it that
Uranus.
long, and then I had to return it.
That's a bummer.
Besides, the proper pronunciation is
Oh, how do I get?
Uranus.
Wait.
It's a
Oh,
dactyl.
it's like down here.
Sorry, Friday.
Where is it?
Yeah, it's down that way. I guess it's just probably a ground level.
Oh, I have to go up there now. I was just there.
No, I think it's at ground level.
Oh, I see. So just fall down.
I don't.
What's the fastest way to get
Where's
there?
the dot?
It's down. It seems close
Over
in
there.
the building. Yeah.
I would say.
Even in dense urban
Oh, it's probably
Right-
on the next rooftop.
Yeah. Like there. Oh, outside.
Yeah.
So I have to climb up.
Climb up
fly
until you
over
can get
to
outside,
The, okay.
and then.
No.
Oh no!
Maybe this is the faster way. We'll figure it out. Can I get out of here? Let me out. Oh.
Let me out.
Wait, this
Let
is
me
the
out.
way I came in.
No,
Isn't
but
it?
you get, but go up.
Okay, I'm gonna go all the way up again.
Don't go all the way up. Just get up till there's like a window that you can get.
Yeah, I'm looking for the windows, the exits. There's nothing here.
You climb this building again.
Ah, found some open windows, I think. These seem to be open. Yep. Okay, now let's get reacquainted with. Okay, it's on this side.
There you go.
Can I fly?
No.
Yes, I can fly.
Sort of. Oh, it's on the ground, so it's.
Oh.
Just get. Oh, you get
Did I
stuck.
get
You get stuck.
That happened to me.
Oh my
MCS
God.
One time, it was so funny.
This is
And I had to
such an.
restart.
Oh, it's just your car. They're just sending you to your car.
All this trouble. Should have listened to the
We did it.
cutscenes.
We made
We
it.
did it.
And you're getting the wrong car. You're so
Let's
good
try
at
that
this.
again. Well, I did press on my car, but that car
That's
just
fair.
was
No, I
in
mean,
a bad
there's
position.
there's a little bit of weird position.
Gravitational field.
Okay.
If you're just joining us, we've got about a half hour left playing Agents of Mayhem on IGN Plays Live. You can hit us up on Twitter at IGN with the hashtag
Yes.
IGN Plays Live,
Yes.
or on Twitch, Facebook, and on YouTube.
That is correct.
Let's nip this in the bud, shall we?
She said, but.
Indeed. Gamer Monkey says that your drawing of Pickle Rick is awesome.
Thank you
It's a
for
great job.
liking it. I really tried to do it
Confirmed
justice.
Legion forces have taken
Unfortunately,
up
I didn't have all the
positions around
right
the
color
facility.
schemes, but
You should
made it my own.
expect to face
believe
some
me.
resistance.
Yeah.
That's all right. I think it looked
I think
great.
it's okay. Thank you.
Agents of Mayhem.
Somebody was mentioning whether or not you can replay missions later on, and once you beat the main campaign, you can replay missions, but not until you finish the main story. But it's cool because you can go back and replay stuff like with the different agents.
Yep. Harder
There's something
difficulty.
happening in that outdoor
Yeah,
theater area.
for
I mean,
sure.
I don't know if that would be beneficial.
I mean, a little bit. But
Not
mostly
really.
it's just to see how things play out with the different agents. Because the
Right.
one thing that I really do applaud them for is, recording the same scene for every mission, sequence, whatever, with 12 different characters worth of time. Like, that's a Herculean task.
Can't I just get you to die? Come on, dude. Is there a better gun I could be using?
Not for hardtack.
Okay,
Again,
well-
like hardtack's weapon is just for shots.
Just this one. And
You
it
can play as
seems to only
Fortune.
work when
like,
I hit them.
You swap around.
Okay. No, I know. I think that was all I needed to do. These, oh, one guy. Now I just walk over that, but hey, take a shotgun to the face.
There you go, blam.
One more.
Have you tried his
No.
his regular special ability, not his mayhem?
Oh.
Excellent.
No, it's cool. So the first thing that he has unlocked is the teleharpoon, which if there's a dude like 20 feet away from him, he'll throw the harpoon and it'll pull him close to you, so you can shotgun and melee. It's super handy.
I really need
you're
to take more
going
time.
in the wrong direction.
I am?
Yeah, you want to go to the back.
Oh!
That's your objective.
I was
the other
looking
one
at
is
the
your-
other
The other
purple
one is your
marker.
car. That one's sort of
Annoying.
Pops up. I mean, it
called
it gets in the way.
Don't have to. You don't. I think I'm gonna get this. All right.
Bloop.
Bloop. This is cool. Welcome to
The
our
planetarium.
solar system.
Yeah. This is a very in-depth exhibit about Uranus. I'm sorry, Uranus.
Hey, Hammersmith! What you doing with that comet?
I can't divulge my secret.
I'll just love
But let's say it's of relevance to my current
I have-
employer.
Whatever's in that
I
comet,
have missed
we don't
their
want Legion to have it.
unique
Oh, really?
brand of humor.
Yeah.
And how exactly do you plan to stop me?
He's like a
He's
Kurt Russell type.
yeah, he's got that Kurt Russell.
He's got
hair.
an accent.
He's German Kurt Russell.
German Kurt Russell.
Are there melee weapons? There are melee, like melee focused characters, Everett.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, so he's got a shield up. Yeah, you don't want to
I
get
probably
hit by
should
that
use
thing.
them.
Look out! So yeah, so I would recommend using either Rama or Fortune. He's got a shield up first. So Rama is actually, I would swap over Fortune.
Okay.
Because so Fortune's special ability is Rama no. So Fortune's special is her shield breaker.
Yes, I've used it already.
So I think I don't know if he's got an armor rating beneath that. So like what you want to do is like use this one to get down her shield, and then swap to hardtack to get rid of his armor, and then swap to Rama to do the most damage to him. You know, so like I said, it works. Like each agent is unique. You have to use them all in each thing, and like even though you kind of are.
When do I switch to? Did I do the thing that I was supposed to do?
Look at him for a second. Aim at him. No. So once that blue bar is gone, then
okay.
you want to swap to hard. But also don't get blasted by it.
I know.
Oh no! Oh, it's all up to attack now.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be hard because see, all you have is jump.
You can jump real high though.
Good.
Hi.
In the face. Maybe I can do this.
I believe in you, man. Come on.
I don't
now.
think I could do this.
Don't
I think I was.
say that. You got to believe in yourself.
You're right, John. You're so right.
Just gotta.
Come on. Oh! If I could aim it and reload. I'm assuming I'm getting hit by a bunch of stuff right now. Yeah, so it looks like
you
all
are.
those
So
lasers are
your
attacking.
shield is almost gone, and it looks like something is draining. Oh, your health is recovering.
I'll be okay.
Back too, and you've almost got him to a point where
yes!
okay, his shield's down.
Okay, but I only have him.
But
so.
now he's invulnerable. So you want to use the console underneath it.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah.
Got it.
When in doubt, follow those blue dots.
Yeah, I mean they're really
dots.
helpful. Hopefully these are relatively easy to have.
Okay.
Now
time for plan B.
Now he's something else. Yeah. Unfortunately, all my agents are dead. Or are they back now?
Chaos Agent is asking about. Huh?
Have they? Do they ever come back? Maybe?
No. They will if you find the Mayhem Fleur. If you pick one of those up, that'll revive them. There also seems to be. This is something that I haven't been able to playtest enough to confirm, yay or nay. But there seems to be a situation where they just kind of.
Yeah.
And I haven't figured out what that trigger is yet. Sometimes it's activated in Mayhem. And they do come back if you pick up a Fleur. Oh, you shot him right in the mouth.
The shield is down.
Meant to do that.
For it. Now's your chance.
With the hack.
Perfect hack. Great job.
Getting the hang of this, everyone. Oh. Still not dead, though. He wasn't joking.
No, he's a very, very smart.
We're almost there.
Very smart European Kurt Russell.
Keep the pressure on.
Don't kill me. I'm trying to kill you first, so don't kill me.
Guys, YouTube is just arguing about Santa. I don't know why. Why y'all arguing
is
about
that
Santa? Just like let people.
Maybe they think he's Santa.
Let people have their dreams. Oh, if Hammerschmidt's Santa? If that's oh no.
It's okay. I got right in the middle of his fire there. We're gonna try with all the agents and see if that works. If they've
You're approaching the planetarium now. We've confirmed Legion forces have taken up positions around the facility. You should expect to face some resistance.
Should drive there, but I'm already too far
What
walking
a
here.
lovely surprise. The agents of Mayhem.
Oh, we're back.
Yep.
Hammersmith?
I believe in you.
This
I
is
believe
a
you can
secure
blast through these
channel.
guys like
Yeah.
lickety
No problem.
split.
Your
I'm gonna use.
technological prowess.
She's.
Do I have to come over there and kill you myself?
Nice plan.
Alicia, we
where's
did technically answer your question already, but I guess you just didn't hear us.
Behave
I don't know if there are any
Hey, there's something
special
happening in that
DualShock 4
outdoor
features,
theater
like the
area.
light bar turns purple, which I know. Wow.
Amazing.
But
Amazing.
I don't think the speakers get used at all. At least not that I've noticed. Again, most of my playthrough was on PC.
All right, let's secure
So
the area.
I can't say for sure. This is the most I've played with the PlayStation controller, and I've heard nothing come out of it yet. So.
Okay. About to get these guys out of here.
Well, we've only got like 18 minutes left, so you got to kill them within 20.
Okay. Reload, and shoot, and kill, and shoot this
murder
thing,
and kill. Follow the dot, shoot the man.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful,
Glory and I got
beautiful.
this place locked down.
Where's the bad guy?
Excellent. See if you can access those tractor
He'll
this
show
area.
up in a second.
You're Uranus. Is that why you're laughing, Mitch? I knew it.
Because of planets and Uranuses.
Whoa.
I like how in the
Skip
last like
this.
4 years, yeah, you can skip that. I like how in the last like 4 years, like all of the like real news folks, like every like legitimate media outlet has stopped saying Uranus and started saying Uranus, because
Just
they're
to
all
change
like,
it?
yeah, because they're all just like, we can't have a butt
Shut it
joke
down,
on our
Agent.
network
We need to
every
deactivate
day
this
when
tractor
we're talking
beam.
about science. Come on. And I can imagine it's like hard to have like a room full of scientists and then like have like one dude in the back giggling.
Yeah, just
Like,
the
come
whole
on,
time.
Chuck, just like,
This is serious science.
right? We're trying to save the planet. Stop giggling over butts. But to be fair, butts are hilarious. Never let anyone tell you otherwise.
More than a butt, too.
Well, yes, it's all tools.
Oh, I so got
You
this.
got the shield down. Quickly.
This
hack
is
the
gonna.
console.
Okay. So. Sorry, I didn't do a perfect hack. No! What? There's bad guys now?
Yeah.
I guess I forgot that there was.
Well, so
'Cause
there
I was-
were already, but they don't. It's not like they showed up after you hacked. It's just that
They were.
they interrupted your hack.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you take damage during a hack, you'll get stopped.
Oh, really?
Which is yeah, it's a pain.
Which I just noticed. Yeah. Ah, perfect. Nope. I
believe in you.
There you go. Yeah.
Not perfect, but it was
Not
a
perfect,
hack.
but
it
it
was
was a hack.
a hack.
Oh.
You can still use your cool hacker voice and say it.
Your meddling was amusing at first, but now you're becoming a nuisance.
Damn it.
Oh.
So hardtack is perfect
So
for this because
hardtack's better.
so he's better against armor, but he's also way more durable against those missile attacks.
Trying to switch him out. There he
And
is.
then Rama's dodge ability actually renders her invisible. So you can. I don't know if
Play
it,
either one?
I don't.
You don't think?
Well, I don't think it works on bosses, but
Right.
like when his henchmen show back up, you can totally.
Shoot! I keep hitting the side of him. Oh, it's because I over. There we go. In the face.
Yeah, hit him with your teleharp.
Okay, how does that work?
That's your
again?
R1.
Okay. What? Did I set it? What?
Oop.
What? Sorry.
It's okay.
Confusing.
There's a lot of commands, and I did kind of throw you in the middle of this.
Okay, but there it is.
So that did not do nearly as much, but it did stun him, so he's not doing anything.
Shotgun his face.
Back.
Oh.
Yes.
There you go, you got him.
Stealth there, where
I would switch
okay,
to,
yeah.
switch to somebody.
Okay, because they're gonna keep attacking me. Die! Right?
Yeah.
See if I can hack this real fast. Woo! I did it.
Great job.
Woohoo! Okay.
How dare you?
You zig I zag.
Yeah. Also, how dare you?
Mere tractor beam. This is the Hammersmith Graviton Induction Resonator.
On.
We're almost there. Keep the pressure on.
No, I should be killing the bad guy, but I just want to get this one. No, I died.
Oh no! Well,
I
you
don't
still
know
got two
how, I
more. You
guess.
still got two more agents.
Yeah, we're gonna be okay, right? How many more levels? This is his last, like, kind of.
This is like his last. Yeah, this is his
Okay.
last game, I think. So if you guys are just joining us, there's only like 15 minutes left in the stream, but thanks for tuning in at this late hour. You can hit us up on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or on Twitter at IGN with the hashtag IGN5. Let us know what you think of Agents of Mayhem, this like cool super team, third-person action, smashy shoot fest. That was a real bad descriptor.
Shoot.
The smashy shoot fest. My brain is a little off.
It's Friday. We're totally fine.
So after playing with it for like an hour or so on your end,
yes,
for the first time, how are you digging it so far?
I'm digging it. I really like it. I think I could definitely get better at using all the different characters and learning how they better. But once I got that, there you go. Wait, is he dead or just?
I mean, in
no,
true G.I. Joe fashion, it's never they never die.
Dead.
It's always I'll get you next time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad I beat him.
And the cool thing is too with these guys, when I mentioned that there's like these doomsday machines, I kind of hope we run into one in the next 10-15 minutes. They are neat. But when like after you complete these guys' episodes, so like every villain has basically like a 3 or 4 mission arc that makes up one episode of Agents of Mayhem.
Got it. Total episodes, you said?
Brilliant work.
Like
now to figure out why Legion wants that comet.
It took me about 25 hours to get through the campaign and unlock all the agents. Then each agent, when you unlock them, has their own like very special episode where like you learn more about them.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's really sweet, and it's really nice because it gives you a great sense of like how they work together and who they are as characters. It's like it's really sweet.
This is good potential for multiplayer. It's great potential.
Maybe someday. But yeah, so like. So yeah, this one is.
Killing enemies prompt.
Oh, that's super handy.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's nice.
20%. Or is it EM?
Ooh.
EM pulses help Rama target vital organs and increases critical hit damage.
Love that crit bonus. Because the nice thing, I mean, you may have noticed.
3 more rounds. Yes, thank you.
Right, isn't that handy?
Any more ammo that I can get would be wonderful.
You might have noticed that bullets are very magical in this game.
Yeah, they are.
Where it's like you could shoot like
forever.
Well, not just forever, but like if you shoot over here, like and the guy's standing like over here, like it will curve into his head.
Yeah, I did notice
and
that.
so with Rama's arrows,
great
for example,
me though.
Right, that's a really handy buff to get for that 25% crit boost.
Which one do you want to head to? The fleur de lis?
The fleur is the mission. The other one's your car.
Let's go to the mission because it seems close enough.
Yeah.
To walk to it. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I totally lost my train of thought.
Seriously? You want to fuck with me?
I don't know who you're talking to, Hardtack, but no, I assume that they do not.
You guys didn't.
Hardtack is really mad sometimes.
Nobody.
There are honestly moments in this game where like I kind of miss that Brutal Legend style of like the options to bleep.
Yep.
Like, because there are moments where like the curse words are legit funny, like just as they are. But there's sometimes that I'm like, oh, no, that'd be kind of like a bleep would be good.
Yeah, a bleep would be good, and especially if you could bleep all of them. It's just funny because you keep hearing bleep, bleep, bleep.
Yeah, when it's just that long, continuous beep.
And I bet you would notice it more too, because like
I've sent a car for you.
As adults here,
drive to
for
the
sure.
location I've marked on your map.
Used to the swear words than
other
younger children, but
I don't know, man. These days, kids are
having them bleeped out. You notice it even more.
Sweet pickup truck.
Yeah, and it's customized in purple.
Vehicle AI is very forward.
We believe he has an uplink.
Is there fall damage? No, there's not. You can literally jump off the top of a skyscraper and land.
Which I just did earlier, and when we got lost,
and
you'll
do the sweet 3-point hero landing.
And you'll be like,
yeah, I mean it's not like Saints Row 4 where you can skyrocket into the air and then like destroy things below you. I think there is actually a piece of a gadget that lets you do that.
Keep driving.
Oh, she says keep driving because
they're
being attacked.
Because you're getting shot.
Not paying attention and trying to listen to
getting shot with
Jon Ryan.
Meteorites. I'm sorry for that one.
Don't be sorry. Total blame on me.
Hammersmith is extracting something from the comet, but we don't know what.
Okay, I know I should have turned there, but I'm just gonna keep driving.
You can hear those air sirens.
Yep.
So yeah, so this is kind of like what one of those doomsday devices is like, where it's just like everything is just going really terrible in a certain part of town.
I mean, I see things falling and
yeah, it's very not good.
Whoa! Rockets being launched. Torpedoes.
A lot of people are still asking about vehicle customization. I guess you just joined us. You can't. Oh no!
Get out of there! Back! Oh, did I really get stuck in my own car?
Oh, it's fine.
Oh no! Can I just run this? Where am I supposed to go? It's back. It's up there, right? Somewhere?
I would recommend calling it another car.
Okay. Did I call it?
There it is.
Oh, what? Perfect.
Great job.
Meant to do that.
Totally.
Wait, am I supposed? I'm close to where I need to be.
You are. You're sort of close. Yeah. So
Is it, like, in the
the
middle of
waypoint
this?
system on this one is over. It's right there. It's a little convoluted. Like it's sort of like GTA in the sense that it gives you like the best legal route, so it won't send you up one-way streets, for example, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Somewhere in your vicinity.
Means you have to use your character.
Use your scanner to locate
Oh, yeah.
it.
Wait.
The indicator should point you in the right direction.
Right? Or where did it go? Oh, locate scanner. Look at the scanner. Where's the scanner? There's a bad guy here.
So you follow that little button right there. So when you hit your scanner,
yeah,
you'll notice that there's like one section of it that stays. That's the way you want to do it. So there's like two scans. This is a proximity location scan, and then there's another one. That's right there. Yeah. And then there's another one that lets you just like look around for stuff.
The fragment resembles Legion's dark matter.
Oh no!
I lost the thread.
Kyle's messaging me.
Oh hey Kyle. Hey Kyle. If you're watching.
Use your scanner to
I'm sorry, Facebook chat. I lost
scanner
you. If I just hit back, will it do the thing?
Okay. Perhaps.
Nope.
Or just go to the IGN.
There it is. There it is. There it is. Now I see it.
Is that it? The blue marker here?
Bingo.
Why is it telling me to go here? Where's it at? Oh, I found it. Yes. Okay.
It worries me to think what Legion might be doing.
Alicia Adams, you are saying that you're concerned that it looks too easy. We talked about this a little bit, but I'll go into a little bit greater detail with it. So,
wait a minute.
I see why you're saying that based on what we're playing right now.
See if you can find it with your scanner.
And I think if you play the game at the recommended difficulty level throughout, you probably will find it to be not necessarily challenging, especially not too challenging.
Right.
It's not that it's not a challenge, but it's definitely like, you know, if you're...
Is it all in this building?
It's in this general area, so follow that. So it's like up on the rooftop over there. It's that crushed body there because it landed on some poor fool.
Oh,
Splat.
Poor guy.
So it's not that it's, but the good news is, it's as challenging as you want it to be.
Yeah.
Because once you get your first agent leveled up to level 10, you then unlock like another 5 or 6 difficulty levels that allow you to make it really, really hard. It doesn't necessarily add more or different enemies that I've noticed, but it does make it makes them a lot spongier and it makes you a lot more vulnerable. So depending on whether or not you're into that, there you go.
Okay. Now it said to go back to my vehicle, I believe. Oh, maybe I can't climb that eye. Destroy Legion vehicle, which I cannot.
Yeah, hop in that guy, and there's a truck that you need to explore. So like, get
but
on.
is it back there? I guess.
No, get in the truck.
To it?
Yeah, it'll give you an little waypoint.
Have you
something vehicles, and then I heard very little of what she was saying.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've just been babbling.
No, totally fine. Totally fine.
That dark matter resonance stuff.
Is it?
It's mostly
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Crazy crystal formations right along the shear line.
See, like she just spoke a bunch of words.
Crystals are made in Legion
I mean, to be fair, that's.
Oh.
Yeah, but this one's
No.
What do you mean? Drive all the way there, destroy it with my car.
Well, so that's the thing. Is like vehicle
Got
combat
it.
in this, you can't shoot out of
That's
it.
what
You
that
can't
is.
do anything else. There's no like back forth ramming like in Mad Max, for
So,
example. You've just got to like steer into it really hard.
Wherever.
There it goes.
Ah!
Go get him.
See you.
You have got 5 minutes
Okay.
to blow up that truck.
Got it.
You should do it real good.
He turned right when I got there.
That happens.
Oh.
That'll happen.
Oh man, that was upsetting. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get him,
And no, sorry.
yeah, you were explaining this earlier how it's hard to maneuver.
Well, so yeah, I mean, and, you know, it's not that it's
come on,
like
dude. I'd have to go
particularly
the opposite
difficult.
direction and like really impact.
That guy's going to take
Oh man,
Well, and
dude.
that's the thing is like, do you see what I mean when I say
Yeah,
the vehicle
totally.
combat itself is a little bit grating?
Frustrating.
The nice thing is that it's not like a core tenet of the game. Like you do drive
just
around
every
a
now
lot,
and then you have to
but once in a while you do have to blow stuff up in a car.
Now I totally. Oh.
I think did he just blow himself up? No.
No.
Oh, you've got 4 minutes now to blow up that truck.
No pressure.
No pressure. Just destroy that truck.
Trying.
I believe in you. Maybe you'll get hit by a meteorite.
Come on.
It'll do it
like,
for you.
Like, how am I supposed to? I bet.
So that's the thing is like you basically only can rely on your handbrake.
So I need to
like whipping
go
around.
opposite direction around him. You know?
Yeah, you've got to get ahead and around and then slam
Is he
into
just
him.
going in circles? If I knew his pathway.
No,
I
now that you've attacked him, I think
He's
it's
aware.
randomized.
He's aware.
Like he'll follow the street
Ugh.
grid, but I don't think that there's like a pre-programmed pattern.
Come on, man.
A pre-programmed pattern for.
Pre-programmed pattern. That's a
got
lot
nothing
of
else.
alliteration.
I know, I love it. Good alliteration is like a passion.
Well, it's also very hard to say.
Yeah, but like, you know.
Why can't I move? Why is my truck being very slow?
Are you stuck on
and
something?
dumb? I don't know. Oh, maybe I'm braking?
Maybe.
I was pressing back.
There you go. You get that boost on.
It was the boost I was looking for. Come on, dude. Oh, yeah! Got it! That was not so bad.
With a whole
Once you
3
hook
minutes
him,
to spare.
just gotta ram him into
Yeah,
a
you
building,
really
you're
like.
fine.
The rule of thumb is like you get like you see them turn orange when they get hit. Like you got to do it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and then you're good.
Then you're golden.
Okay, so that wasn't so bad. I thought it would be much harder than that. Like, I thought if you would need to take, like...
Exactly. Withheld Storm was saying, go easy on the boost. No.
Don't
Absolutely
ever
not.
go easy on the
All like the only problem that I really have with driving in this is that you can't be always boosting all the time. Oh yeah, by the way, you get to do this.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of trucks that you have to explode.
Oh, great.
It's okay, but
just
now,
what I
but
wanted
now you
to
get
do.
the hang of it.
Come on, man.
And he just
Oh, he rammed it. Did
he
blow
got hit by
himself up?
no, he didn't blow up, but he did get hit on that building, making it a lot easier for you to.
Back out of this. Come on, boost.
Oh, but you're almost out of boost though. No. And they're surprisingly fast for Mack trucks. Oh no, those poor
Might
people.
end up blowing myself up.
So there's a really fun piece of gadgetry that you can get later on called
Out of the way,
Maximum
cars.
Maximum Overgo.
Okay, shoot. I pressed the wrong. I pressed
You got it.
brake.
You got it. You
when
still
I
got
should've
still got 2 minutes. Oh no, the Mac's also on low battery.
This is bad.
Action. That will cause all of the like the pedestrian vehicles.
Come on, dude. You were the.
Sorry, no, not quite. You didn't do it.
Frigic. My new swear word. Come on.
I like
boost
that.
it.
Frigic.
Frigic.
It's a good one.
Yes!
There you go.
I don't know how,
He hit
but
that,
okay.
He
I'll
hit that
take
lamppost and exploded.
I'll take it.
I bet you have to. I'll bet you have to do one more though, because the
I
rule
bet
of threes exists.
rule of threes.
All right, stay focused.
Yeah.
I tracked down where these vehicles are
Oh,
headed.
Oh, Volition.
It appears to be a secret Legion.
Though at one point they swap it to the rule of fours, and I was very surprised.
Secure the comet fragments.
I was really not expecting it, and I like clapped.
You're like, yeah, Volition for take. What?
Yeah.
Did it just happen? No.
No. All right, Mitchell, we're almost at 1 minute left, but do
I
we have time
know.
to go back through and kill this last truck?
I don't know.
Oh,
What?
do we?
That's the wrong time on the Mac? Oh, who would've thunk?
This terrible Mac. It's
Or
pocket
it's the
broken.
best thing ever because now I have time to.
Well, so now you've got 5 minutes to blow up this one truck,
Which
and that's
is
going to be like forever.
somewhere. I can't even find it.
Level.
Over there. They make it
Look for
here.
a window or a balcony.
Look for a window or a balcony.
Look for a
You're
window.
not helping
I'm just
me.
so charmingly befuddled.
I'm gonna go there. Where's that? Look for a window or balcony. Is he in a building?
Oh no, you need.
It's
It's not. It's not a truck. It's a building you have to
It's
get
a building. That extreme. So the rules are free in the front.
See, subverting our expectations. Look at that. Great job, everybody.
Great.
Just kidding. It's another truck, but it's on the rooftop. This
Oh,
time.
are you kidding me? Stop it.
I'm absolutely kidding.
Because like, how do I get my truck up there?
You wouldn't have to.
Special ability.
I mean, you could also just blow it up with your guns.
Trying to get away, like, get up there quickly, but it's not gonna be easy, is it? Oh no! Where do I go? Where do I get into this building?
Peter Armstrong asks if there is insurance fraud type activities. Almost had it. May I suggest jumping onto that bus stop top?
This?
Nope,
Nope.
next to it. Nope, behind you. No, right there. That thing. Nope.
This.
That guy
in
with the
the
glass
middle.
with the glass roof
Yeah,
right there.
I see it.
So like I said, platforming is a little bit tricksy.
Yeah.
When you're trying to get up high.
Okay, so is this it?
Yeah, you're in
Gotta
the right.
be.
You're in the right place now.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah.
Somebody is throwing a lot of shade at Tom and Max. They're saying you're playing a lot better than they were playing Lawbreakers the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't even played Lawbreakers.
But you're better at this than them, so.
That's good. That's thank you.
Because
I'll take whatever compliment
false
I can get when it comes to
equivalency
that.
is super important.
After, oh, come on, dude.
Oh no!
I'm just trying to get these guys, but I should maybe switch them. Okay.
Yeah,
They're great.
hard track
Fine.
is super
I have another
effective
agent.
against these
Ha,
guys.
see? Bet you didn't see that coming.
Peter
Yeah,
Armstrong
you
wants to
have
know if there's
another
any
agent?
like
No.
Saints Row style mini games, like insurance fraud or anything. Unfortunately, well, I shouldn't say unfortunately. No, there's not,
dude.
because this is not Saints Row.
Die, man. Seriously? Sorry.
There are a bunch of like side activities, like there are relay races that will have you sprinting from one side of the city to the other. There's races, a lot of stuff just like around town to do. But there's not like, you can stand in front of cars and get hit if you want, but it's not like insurance fraud or anything. You're not going to go ragdolling across the world, which is good and bad. Oh, okay, perfect. This is a good guy to go out. This is the shock trooper.
Okay.
And
I
you've
have a minute to kill
you've got like 2 minutes to kill him.
Wonderful.
3 minutes. You have 3 minutes to murder
okay,
this
that's
person.
a bit more time than I thought. Is he hard to kill?
He can
What
be.
is your strategy? Get rid of the
You pretty much
shield?
got it. He's just
Oh.
standing there.
Why
for,
is he just standing there?
I don't know.
This can't
He
be
should
this
be.
easy.
No, this should not be. This is definitely.
This is a bug?
This is a quirk.
Okay.
Let's call it a quirk.
Okay. I thank
That's
you.
definitely
but
great job.
Thank you.
You did it. You did it so well.
Thank you. That was
oh my god, way to go.
easy.
No, it wasn't. It
Well,
was super difficult. That was a very challenging boss
very
fight.
difficult.
There you go.
You don't understand the amount of skill that
What if they don't let us in?
He stood in a place, and you had to shoot him.
Yeah. It was difficult. The hardest
I'm
mechanic
really
I've ever
curious
encountered
what
in
everyone
Legion.
says about that.
They'll be like, of course, Naomi got the easy boss. Whoops.
No.
Now I can't solve a simple hacking system.
Ooh, to your point earlier,
Yeah.
somebody in the Twitch chat was just saying, you know, these agents are expendable.
Oh, they are.
So there you go.
That
Somebody
is
is
true.
really on board with your expendables.
Bringing back my reference from earlier. Okay, I have to go down there. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna interact with this bad boy.
The Ark needs more secret entrances.
By Kaiso, I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. He's asking if it's by the same people that do Saints Row. Yes, it is. This is from Volition. And it's, if you like the Saints Row games, it's very similar in feel. But it also does a lot of new stuff that I really like that is different from Saints Row. Oh, and so Hammersmith is back. Still super mad at you. Super mad at you.
So I can get out of here.
You'll find nothing here but table scraps. The feast is far above your tiny little heads. Will you please go? The equipment in that room is very delicate.
It's delicate equipment. Don't break any of it.
Wait, where's the delicate equipment? I think I know what you're
Definitely not.
That.
Definitely not all that stuff you just
And then
exploded.
I died because I was too close to it.
I believe in you. Oh, but you have a crafting item ready.
Oh, how do I use it?
You can't do it yet.
Not
So
even
throughout,
mentioning it.
because it popped up on the screen, and because I'm a child of the technological age, I have to say exactly what I see.
Everything you see.
If I see
and
something,
over-explain
I have
it
to say something.
Yeah, say something. Do I have to blow up all these things?
All these
That's
things.
What these are.
Yeah, so you've got that.
It's that
that meter in
stuff
the,
I was talking to you about. I was like,
exactly.
what are the things to blow
that
up?
stuff
I
that
wanna
you
do
definitely
that.
shouldn't blow up. Wink, wink. That's very important sci-fi equipment.
Oh, is it time?
All right. So while we continue to blow up this super important lab equipment and make this German Kurt Russell very angry.
Thank you, Kurt Russell. Thank you.
Yep.
And thank you to you guys for tuning in.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Stick around. We're back when? Monday? Tuesday. For IGN Plays Live. Right here on IGN. There's more. You can blow that guy up too.
Okay.